And we are back here with our casters, Ali and Muka. And, this is going to be the finals. We're going to be having our first double major winner. Major season 1 and again, major season 2. And it's going to be Zaratustraa versus Viper. But before we do that, we're going to be having a short reveal here. And let's look at the reveal right now. I think, are you ready, guys, over at Twitch? I think you're ready because the casters are ready. Our designer is ready. Our designer is ready. He said he's not. He didn't design this. This is like maybe one of his. What did he say? Nephews. He's an uncle designer of this whole deception package. And then here we go. This is a Markolian rare unit called the Armored Systems Director. 4 cost 3/3. Muster each vehicle in your deck randomly gets either +2/+2 or has its cost reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1. This is amazing. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's hear the thoughts first from our game designer here and caster, Muka. What do you say about this card?
You will see a swing in this expansion for Markolians. In addition to the irregulars, which you've already seen a ton of, you'll see the armored systems personnel part of ADHQ's squad, rightfully so, because they buff vehicles. So there's 2 prominent themes going on for Markolian in Deception: the Lemmy and his irregular squad, as well as ADHQ and her vehicle. We'll call them Directive. But yeah, this card packs a punch. It makes your vehicles much stronger, and we'll see what happens. I mean, PTS goes live this week, right? So players will be able to get their hands on it and mess around with it.
How about you, Ali? What do you think about this deck buff, man?
Markolian is cracked. I mean, if Lemmy and ADHQ is already in a pretty decent spot, and it's only going to get better. And here's the thing. I feel like Kathy will still find a way to be good, So I feel like Markolian as a whole is gonna be pretty cracked. I'm not gonna lie. Is that unit a vehicle itself, or it says director? So
no, I don't think so. We have it on the infographics if they have vehicle or not. I don't think that one has. I'm checking it right now.
Judging by the name, it sounds like
it's not a vehicle.
Wouldn't be.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I was like pretty confident it wasn't, but I didn't want to get false. But yeah, that one will get tweeted out. People will see it.
Wait, how many copies can you put in? It's rare, right?
It's a rare. You can play 3.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah. It can get scary.
It's gonna be like 2 copies in. So yeah, probably like. But how many would you guys put in if it's in your Markolian deck? How about you, Ali?
I mean, at least 2. Like in my ADHQ deck. And I feel like you'd be wanting to mulligan for those pretty hard. I mean, I might go 3. That's how I'm feeling about it. +2/+2 is very significant, and also if you're cheating out stuff early with the mana reduction, I mean, feels pretty solid.
How about you, Muka?
Yeah, currently I think it's a 3 of. I think that card's kind of cracked. It's a very good card. It is a very, very good card. So I'm excited to see how it plays out. Quote unquote disclaimer: all tuning is subject to happen before Deception final release. So we're releasing it in the public, but I'm very excited for this card. I think this is very cool for ADHQ, and it'll be fun to see how players mess around with it.
Yeah, I feel it's not just gonna be ADHQ, guys. Like we're possibly gonna be seeing like this card being used, maybe Lemmy, because he's been tinkering with a bunch of vehicles as well. Imagine having Red Sands. It's a 1 cost 3/3, or like it's it's gonna be so big. Everything is like gonna be snowbally after that. So
3/4.
Yeah. Oh
Woo!
man.
Get ready for Marco, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
Man, here we go. Okay, so moving on from that amazing reveal with the Armored Systems Director, we are now going straight into the finals with the 2 majors or previous majors champions, Zaratustraa and Viper. Zaratustraa for Majors 1, Season 1, and Viper from Majors 3, Season 1. And man, these guys are already locked in with their bands. And we are not going to be doing a deck review. We have seen them over at day 1 and, of course, in the first half of day 2. And we are going to go straight into their bands. What do you think? Like small prediction? Oh, no. Okay, well, there you go. Here we go.
Oh,
We have here Zaratustraa with the band Earthen and Viper's Markolian, like his crowning glory as well, has been banned. What do you think about these bands? Let's start with Muka.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Zaratustraa before. Ali and I specifically seeing his ban. He banned Marco against Egoric, so he's just going to ban it again. It seems like he's very confident in what he's going to ban. And on the other hand, for Viper, yeah, green is good. Green is good, so just ban green. So it makes sense. Nehemiah is kind of getting a bit of the Sippius treatment or the Catherine treatment, depending on what meta you've looked at in the past.
How about Julia? What do you
yeah.
think about this band? Like, how does it feel? How does it look like?
I'm just pretty stoked we're gonna at least get some Gafar gameplay here. So
Mhm.
Gafar or Viper's Gafar did squeeze through, but I think banning Kathy makes sense. It's
Mhm.
or from Zarathustra's side, it's she can do some pretty crazy stuff, and like with got with Brand, Marco's gonna be great against the Shroud. So yeah, I'm really, really stoked to see this. I mean, I think that Zarathustra is so locked on the brand that
Mhm.
that could give him an edge, but also Gafar is like pretty darn good too. So I think this could go either way, and
Yeah.
I'm really, really freaking excited to see what how this pans out.
Yeah, I'm really excited too because we're gonna be seeing Bran again. Hello,
Yes, we get
Bran.
Brand again.
We're gonna be seeing Bran
Shroudies
again.
unite.
Yeah, and I feel that I think Viper is very confident that he will be able to handle Brand at some point, or if not, he will be able to push it through. And considering that Gafar, Uni Workshop, and Katari and Scipius, we're possibly gonna be seeing another mirror matchup here, which I'm not sure if that's gonna be the way, but somehow it's very possible that those two Qataris will be facing each other. But this is an amazing spot already, and we can't even how do you say this
Ooh.
expect enough or say enough how important this is because it's a spot over at Worlds, and we are going straight into the matchup. It's going to be Uni Workshop versus Gafar, Zaratustra versus Viper, game one of the finals. Let's go to our casters, Ali and Muka. Take it away.
Is this the first time we're casting Gafar, you and me, Muka, this tournament?
Yeah, I think this is
I
our
think
first Gafar
so.
one. I'm very excited to see it. I want to see a crazy hasty high roll. I think hasty is
Yeah.
one of the most fun cards to watch. I mean, apologies if you have PTSD from being the victim side of it, but that card definitely is a dopamine hit when it goes off.
What a time to be alive where Gafar is eating the bands. I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
you would have
But
it's caused you would have never expected, and I think it's also like an adjustment period because we've been so used to banning things that like banning Earthen feels like weird, and I think it also like makes people I guess like emotionally you're like, man, I have to play around these other things now that you weren't planning to, kind of thing. That puts you in a weird spot.
yeah, for sure. All right. Well, Viper is on the play and he's got two Steward of the Gardens in there. Not insane follow up as of right now. But Zarathustra's got a hacker, which you definitely want to see, as well as a Tioli going second. So that's not too bad. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, Viper hasn't drawn any of the big pieces just yet, but Zaratustra doesn't have anything to really stop the push that could be coming. The solitary confinement, great pickup. So he'll be able to deal with anything that might come out a little fast and be annoying. It's not Nehemiah, so it's not like you're gonna really use that on the Gafar or anything. But he's got a bunch of tools to disrupt. He just needs something. He just needs a little time to get the engine going. You know what I mean? And he has to figure out
Yeah.
what disruptive card to bank.
Yeah, I really like how Zarathustra built his uni shop here. I said it a little bit earlier, but he like extra tech card, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that works because like you really just need your hackers, your girls, the card draw to get there, and then the rest can sort of be filled out for that game plan. Ooh, okay. All right. Viper picks up an Estelle's Glaive, which actually is pretty nice, I think, here.
Yeah. I think I would assume that the relic repurposing goes, and then he just plays Steward, and then he can get online. There's no like inherent threat that you have to play Gafar right now, and then he'll have double ramps. It can probably push really hard. Zaratustra doesn't have really anything next turn either, unless he wants to Tioli into like rummaging. But then you're kind of like saving it for maybe the hacker. But this feels like it feels a little too slow on Zaratustra's side right now. But there's also a ton of cards that like swing the game in the mid range, right?
Yeah. I actually it looks like Viper was thinking about it. He hovered the Kafar there. I do
Mm-hmm.
think you're right. The ramp is definitely nice because if one gets snitched, of course, right, you have your backup. And you're right, he doesn't need to like protect anything right now. But sometimes if you know you're gonna have a way to get pacifists online, it doesn't hurt to get him developed. But there we go. There is one no snitching that came into the mix. So I think he's probably pretty
Yeah,
happy to develop that second steward.
has a way to stop the ramp a little bit, but there's enough for the glaive next turn. It's a difficult spot because he's banking a lot of cards that he probably wants to keep. He's holding on to that Tioli. I'm pretty sure. Yep, he's holding on to it for the hacker, but he also has paid off now. And there's the
Ooh.
hasty. That no snitching dodged a bullet a little bit, saved him, but he still gets for
Definitely.
glaive and then can hasty next turn. And then that's where the magic happens. Like Zaratustra doesn't really have anything to stop the push after Viper gets it out. So like if the hasty hits, it could be done. That could be it.
Just needs to not whiff, but
Yeah.
there are 3 peacekeepers in the list. Let's see, there's a Wong. I guess he's already got Astils. Oh, and that's the other thing is there's hackers in this particular Gafar list. So that's
Yes.
interesting as well. With the Terraglider, Solea, like there are a lot of hits for the hasty mobilization show. I think it's pretty hard for it to whiff, but I don't want to jinx him, so I'll keep my mouth
Yeah.
shut. Uh,
I love
but it
the
looks.
inclusion of the hackers, by the way, since that's been happening. Like it's
Mhm.
just being used as like a draw card. Like if it hits, it's moderate stats. You can get some favorable energy shuffling, but like the prize is really that you just get another draw with more value. Like it's just overall such a nice trade off.
Yeah. Paid off has definitely been like a bit of the talk of the town this tournament. I saw chat like it's been useful, but I don't think against Gafar it's got that crazy of hits. I mean, I suppose there's Terra, right? So could go for that, but and a
Yeah, but
Terra Mech
but also
Shield
giving
Titan
Earthen all that energy is scary.
is
Like
terrifying.
yeah,
Agreed.
even with like a few cards in their hand, you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna play now. I don't know, double hasty or something. It's like good luck. See you
Yeah,
later.
agreed. So he opts to bank it. Next turn, the token's gonna get popped out here. Of course, a little sad to see the Ingrid in the hand, but see, this would be a situation you were talking about yesterday. Like, do you just bank Ingrid?
Yeah, I was
You
proven
know, it's
wrong that game though, so now I kept my mouth shut. I'm just like,
yeah. I'm
he did
like,
end up he got to play it last time. So now I'm
yeah,
like, oh, was that a wrong take? I still kind of feel that way, but you have to weigh your options, right? Is that the only way you're gonna win the game? If that's where you're thinking, then yeah, it could be. Then you should keep it in your hand, right? And then maybe you explode with Desmond, and it gets a little cheaper, and you can play it that way. That's how it ended up working out for Sora, I think, yesterday.
yeah. Look, I mean, I think it just entirely depends on the matchup, right? If you're facing down a Marco that's just like giving you a crazy hard time, then you probably can bank it. But if it's anything remotely like mid range or slower, you probably want to hold on to it. But all right, looks like we're gonna get a Terra Glider on turn 4. I love to see it. I mean, like with Gafar, you just want to go wide, right? And then find a
Yeah.
peacekeeper, buff it up. You don't need to be like crazy greedy, trying to get a 6 or a 7 with the Terra Gliders. So this game is going swimmingly
Yeah.
for Viper, if I do say so.
Called in the reinforcements from Nehemiah. Got her exclusive card, Nehemiah's Faithful. And yeah, I think you hit it perfectly with the talk about Terraglider. But in Nehemiah, like Terraglider is one of the stars of the show. But in Gafar, it's like just another tool to build board presence because the hasty is like the star of the show. Like you were just trying to cheat a bunch of energy if it hits.
Yep. Definitely. I will say that Nehemiah's defender might be annoying if it gets stolen by Ingrid, but I suppose Glaive would probably be a great steal choice as well.
Mhm.
So, but there is a Tioli in the hand, so if Zaratustraa wants to get that down this turn, I can't
I think
imagine
it's
that he
time.
wouldn't.
Time for the
Right?
hacker.
Get the hacker down as soon as you possibly can, and then he'll also have the option to get, I suppose, a defender out here at the end of the turn.
Yeah. I think that's correct. That's probably what he's going to end up doing. And then we wait and see how this hasty mobilization goes from Viper, right? That's the main thing. I've been waiting to see Gafar get a hasty mobilization off on stage for a long time.
You
I
have.
always
You've been talking about it. You're
I
like,
love this
Hasty's busted,
card.
y'all.
I love this card. I think it's cool, but it is like yeah. Let's just see. He's gonna do it. We just gotta wait and see what comes out of it. If it's like 2/5 drops, we're gonna start screaming, right?
The
Here we
interesting
go.
thing. Okay, here we go. What's it gonna be?
Oh man,
Wow.
that's
Woo!
crazy. Cyrene
Man.
and a choice of Saleya or a hacker.
Wow.
That's nuts. That is insane. I'm like kind of curious. Yeah, I had a feeling he was gonna go for the hacker because he wants to just attack, draw immediately, try to find something cheap. But that's 10 energy. That's 10 energy worth of
That's
value. Like
kind of
that's
nuts,
that's
actually.
absolutely insane. Uh, like yeah, I don't know what you do as Universal. That kind of seals the deal a little bit, right? Not entirely, but a lot of it. Yeah.
I mean, I think what do you do as uni? Like, you hope that you get a reduced Ingrid off the top, but obviously it's in the hand, so that's not an option. Like, even Freitas, I feel like you need Ingrid. I feel like you need the steal. You need to like block the cards,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's gonna be pretty.
Maybe I could see a cheap Freitas doing it, but I mean, man, Ingrid at 8 right now, it's gonna take a long time. Viper has formidable next turn. I'm if we do the math, he can just keep like inherently pushing a ton of damage at this point.
Yeah. Do you
Is
go
he just gonna
for the
kill the
clear
hacker?
here?
He's reading the other count. He's like, what do I do with 2 counters again? And I swear it does something. He's gonna ping the
Yeah.
hacker for 2.
I Yeah, it's if it's at 2, it could get PSA'd or something like that, so maybe he's just like, "I'll just get the value out of it,
Yep.
um, where I can here." He's also
Into
got a relic
Wong.
repurposing. Wow. Wow! Oh my gosh, the force. The force is with Viper this game. My
Yeah.
goodness.
He did draw an unhacked Wong, which is a bit interesting. But yeah, like if he's doing a lot of math and thinking, but that's you got to feel pretty comfortable in this position right now with what you hit. To be fair, if the Siren gets dealt with, that is a big blow because like the hacker isn't like that great stat wise, but Glaive and Siren is very good.
Yeah. Look, I know that Wong is unhacked, but at this point, I think you just want card draw. You'll take it. You don't
Yeah.
care. You're just happy it's not more expensive, right? So,
Does he not just formidable everything face, then just hit face again? And just win?
uh, I would prefer not to. I think I would just go for the
He has
draw,
15
but
damage on board, plus 6 is 21. Just leave him at 5 and then just finish it off the next turn.
mm, unless I'm like
Oh,
guaranteed
Cyrene
ending,
dies
like
actually
closing
here.
out the game, I don't want to give up the energy the next turn, and I just want to give myself more
Yeah.
resources. So
Now
I
Zaratustraa
think,
put a good amount of defenders too, actually. So this is good. You definitely don't formidable here. But this
yeah,
is a very good board. It'll slow down the things a little bit. The glaive is annoying, so maybe he suicides into the glaive instead of
yeah.
the Cyrene.
It's not looking as,
Ooh.
decided as we had thought, though. That 3-cost Wong is taking
Yep.
out the glaive is pretty darn good. And then we
These
see
are
a
two scam
3-cost
decks in
Desmond,
action.
yeah, come into play here. So,
Oh
oh,
my, okay.
oh, okay.
Oh god, what the heck?
Oh
Hold
my
up.
god.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
now do you
You have
formidable?
Yeah, you have enough energy to do both Formidable and Terra. Okay, so making
You have
all
to
of those
kill.
Formidable 4 attack. So, oh god, someone do some math here. Well, the 3-5 could go into. Well, there's 2 defenders, so it's a little bit awkward.
Viper's doing a
Um,
lot of math right now to figure it out. But I think this is the play for sure. That is an unreal amount of pressure.
yeah.
That I oh my god, that's crazy formidable into a Terra on turn 6.
This actually works out really well because you still have enough energy to do things next turn.
Yep,
If any, he doesn't see that the Ingrid's 8 in the hand, so the Formidable will stop like an attack unless something had an evasive or something like that, right? I suppose you would be able to steal. Maybe not, actually. Let's see. It looks good.
I'm just waiting to see like did he figure out lethal?
Yeah. Is
He
that
might have,
lethal? There you
honestly.
go. Get another clip of me
Yeah,
saying
get
that
the
for the
clip. Is
chat.
that lethal? Is it lethal?
Okay. So that's a double trade into that defender with the seed. Now, do you need to take that out, or can you just go all face
He's
here?
going face.
Yeah, I like it.
7/6 is 13, and
Actually,
he's
hang
got
on a
8
second.
damage.
Is that lethal? It's
He's
one
one off.
off.
Yeah, but
One
what do you
off.
do if
Oh,
you're Zaratustraa? I don't know what you do against this. I don't think you can stop this board. He's gonna kill the Wong just in case. No funny business.
I think even if you were able to play, okay, let's see.
He's gonna
Get the
fill the board
Desmond
again, but
down.
I don't think it does anything.
He can draw with the Diplomat here. See. Oh my god.
Okay.
There.
These guys are
I don't think
scamming
it's
each other.
enough, but
I don't think. Wait, it is a 4 heal. It is a
it is
4 heal, and it kills off the Siren. He's gonna sit on 2 defenders.
that's not nothing,
He's gonna sit on 3 defenders, actually.
Holy smokes.
Wait, is he reverse scamming? Zaratustraa has not given up. He's putting
Oh, we
up
lost
a
Viper.
damn good fight. We lost his hand. I mean, his cam. I'm sorry. Hopefully, we didn't
Oh
lose
my
him.
gosh.
I don't think we did.
This is a banger of a first game
Yeah.
for the
What
final,
is
I just want to
going
say.
on?
Okay.
Does he Miasmancer at the end of this or something to lock it up?
Maybe.
The Solar Cost Siren! What the heck is this game? Oh my god.
Oh my
There's
god.
no way. There's absolutely no way.
Okay, and he's gonna be pretty down mana next turn. Good lord.
Oh my god, did Viper get reverse scammed?
I wish we could
He
see his
had this
camera.
locked in. There are 4 different defenders on the board, and he's about to get Siren, and he can Miasmancer lock musters.
Honestly,
Did
I
we just see a
think
robbery?
I think so. Like with the there's a 5/8 defender on the board, okay? The
Oh
Desmond
my
isn't gonna get
gosh.
answered. And so unless Viper can kill him this turn, he's gonna have Ingrid, okay, next turn.
Oh my god.
I think look at Viper. Oh man, Viper looks sad. I can feel the sadness there.
Yeah. Oh no.
Good lord.
He cannot be happy. This is the ultimate river. Look, you see it. That
Oh
seals
my
the deal. The Miasmancer
god.
locks it in, and he even plays the Siren to show him, He's shaking his head. That is crazy, Scam. Oh my gosh. I don't think that's it. That's the best clip I've ever seen in parallel history.
I think
Mark,
so.
write this down. That's can
Oh my
he,
god.
I don't know. What can he get? He's locked in. He's only got 4 energy. That's a 7. That's not gonna work. He has no musters anyway. He can't Terra Glider. He can play
1, 2, 3, 4,
Gafar.
5.
But that's about
6.
it. And start trading. But that's as good as it gets.
That is brutal. Oh my goodness. I can't even believe that right
How
now.
much damage does Zaratustraa have? Does it? I mean, he Ingrid steals, so I don't think it even matters. But
It doesn't matter.
that Freitas, sometimes I feel like we don't put enough respect on Freitas's name. Like even you were like, "Oh,
I was
Ingrid."
I was
with
so like
you. I was with you. We're like, we need the
yeah.
Ingrid to be cheap, not the Freitas. What are we talking about?
But it
And
wasn't
then Ingrid's like,
just it wasn't just the Freitas. Well, okay, the Freitas is
No,
what
no, no.
enabled all the crazy stuff, but it was the fact that multiple defenders, Cyrene, it just I mean, well, let's be real.
It's
Desmond.
Desmond.
It was
It's
yeah,
Desmond. I'm
it's
team
Desmond.
Desmond all the way. Desmond is he really is the death dealer. Like he's doing some
Yeah.
crazy stuff right now, man.
All right, this is going to take a lot of mental fortitude for Viper to stay in this mentally. Like that is a tilter for sure. Like I feel for him. That like Skamaz right there. Big Skamaz.
That was the
like,
fullest Skamaz of all time. Wow.
Holy
Zaratustraa in the first game making Viper, setting him back and letting him know it's not going to be easy. If he wants this win, it's not coming for free. Oh my gosh. All right.
I feel
All right.
for
We have
him
the
right
Ingrid
now.
now too. I feel like I've lost. That took a little bit out of me. That last turn from Zaratustraa that we're just like, oh, just an Ingrid? Okay. Yeah, sure. That's fair.
Oh my god. We got to recoup ourselves. If we have to recoup, imagine how Viper's feeling right now.
You look at his face. Look at it. You can see it. He's like, I played it all right. Like how did I lose to this, man? This is ridiculous. Oh man.
That you're absolutely right though. I think that might be, I mean, definitely one of the best clips of all time here, but that might take the cake like that mainly because they were both insane turns into each other, and then just poof, the scam.
That was all right. Yeah. No, because we were just freaking out about Formidable into Terra, like how crazy that was. And then Zaratustraa is just like, hold my beer, like, let me show you a crazy turn. Like,
hold my cat. Hold my cat.
Yeah, hold my cat. I'm sorry. Yeah, he just steals Terra. Like, you can't do anything. Yeah, you can see Viper just has to shake this off. He has to shake this off. I think it just feels worse because he like scammed himself with double 5-drop on Hasty and still lost. Like, that's insane. So I think he just needs to reset. He really needs to reset. Right. Any normal player, that would make you turn off the game for the day. Like, but he has more games to go. He has more games to go. He needs to recalibrate.
And that was the first game of the match. All right, Viper, we're with you, man. Like, like, come on. Like, keep the mental strong. We feel for you. I mean, congrats, Zaratustraa. That was just like a really insane game. But you're so right. Double Hasty, or Hasty with the double 5. The top deck 2-drop Terra is no match for the girls, actually. I think Desmond plus the girls is the dream team. And I don't know if there's anything in the game that beats those characters, like straight up. We need to make something out of this. Actually, for the movie or the TV show, we need Ingrid, Freitas, Desmond in like the most epic cinematic, like group heist pair up. I don't know. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like they are somewhat connected. I guess through the universal vine tree. I'm sure we'll see more lore in the future with them. But I think you're spot on. Like that connection in game has got to mean something outside of the game, right? We need to see something else, like in any other form of media. that we can do that it has that
Ah.
shown up front.
Actually, this is a message to GL. Greg, you have to write it into the lore, an epic story between those three based on this game now. You have to do it.
Yep.
Well, look, okay. So that means that Viper has got to win with Gafar again. Zaratustra's got his Unishop win out of the way. And it's really just going to come down to Viper recentering, not letting it get to him too much. Hopefully he can relish in the fact that it was a really epic game for the community in the match, and then just kind of move forward. But whew,
Hasty
that was
Gafar
that
is still
spicy.
it's still very good. He can still, losing it against Uni is that way is very tough. But like that doesn't mean that he can't get a win with that deck. I think that deck is very strong still. It could do well against the brand. The brand is really the wild card, right, from Zaratustra. But if he can shake it off, Viper's still in a great spot. Like he can still come back. We've seen it happen before. One win isn't nothing. And both these players are showing why they have won majors in the past, right? With how they were playing this last game.
Yeah, absolutely. The Gafar brand matchup I find a little interesting because I could totally see Gafar being in a good position there if like he goes wide enough and before demolecularize and is able to like pacify the brand with a peacekeeper or something like that. So but at the same time, if it isn't fast enough, the demo, like 3 demos might just block the Gafar out of the game, right? So I'm not really sure how that would go down, but it looks like we're not going to get that matchup. We are going to see Brand versus Viper's Unishop. Looks like he swapped off it. He's just like, I need a break from Gafar after that game. And I just need to try and scam myself with the Unishop into Zaratustra's Brand here.
Oh man, yeah, you can see here Viper is also holding on to his hacker Desmond. He's like, listen, if he can do it, I can do it too. Like,
Yeah.
and he's got double Tioli. That's a very strong hand in my opinion. Like before, we used to consider Universal crazy because they would like kind of skip like turn 1, turn 2, and then have like these crazy plays. Like we're hitting to the point where we're willing to skip the first 3 turns, if even more, if it's needed, because turn 5, 6 is like massive explosion.
Yeah. I will say though that in that last game, like Desmond got reduced as well though. Like I suppose you do keep him, but you could just toss him back and then see if you could draw into hopefully like heck. Imagine if you got like a 1 or a 0 cost Desmond, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Zaratustra's got an erasure in the hand. Looks like he's gonna
It's
go bank it
going
though.
away.
Which wow. I mean
I'm trying to think about it. Like I don't know how I
yeah.
feel. Like we can see Viper's hands, and that's why I'm kind of like, oh, that's not good, because if Viper gets greedy and double Tioli's the Desmond, right, then you could have just banished it, but now you can't.
Yeah.
But he might just hack her first just to set it up, and then Desmond explode later, which makes more sense. You always want to play Desmond with units. Like you don't want to just have it willy-nilly do its own thing solo. I mean, he could Desmond armored support vehicle, but for this turn, the main thing is what does he bank? Like the second hacker or something else?
I'm a little surprised to see him hold on to the Cyberdeck console. Like, I guess he's looking to have it as the card draw, maybe, with the enemy revealing the bank cards, but I don't know. I like my erasures, especially if I need to answer like a Desmond because oh my god, it's on the board or whatever it may be. So no. Got that one, but we'll see.
Yep.
Especially with the Baron on the board. But you probably aren't gonna want to erasure or 2 drop, so we'll see.
All right. Viper decided to bank the rummaging researcher there, held on to the second hacker. Zaratustra has Cyrene, no stitching. He's kind of like playing this AFK battle with himself right now. The Cyberdeck console here is massive though, because he can disrupt the Teolis. That's a big deal.
Okay. All right. That's
That's
the logic
the
here.
line. Yeah, that's
Okay.
the Cyberdeck console. Stopping Teoli spam is a very big deal.
Okay. And then I suppose there's multiple copies of Erasure and other banishes, right? There's only one cyber deck. So if that's really what he's thinking, then that makes a ton
Yeah.
of sense to keep it in the hand.
All right.
Actually, that's great point. Like if you can just keep the hackers at bay for a little while, I really think the demo is what's gonna, you can make a crazy Freitas board, but if you just banish it to the singularity, like who cares, So as long as they aren't able to like immediately present lethal with like the steal or the attack from Freitas or whatever it may be, right? So
I agree.
just pushing back the pressure with the console to hit those coins makes sense.
Yeah, and he'll be able to literally stop 2 turns of Teolis. That's kind of massive, I think. I don't know.
Ooh.
I mean, we can still, even if you're slowing this down and stopping the, like, this kind of does hurt Zaratustraa a little bit because he has nothing to really do on turn 4. I mean, I guess he just gives the no snitching out first, right? And then he can, he passes. Okay. He's gonna
I was gonna say I think you pass here and then you make him use one. Yeah, no, this is super well done.
Yeah, very lucky that he drew Glaive. Very lucky that he drew Glaive.
Oh, Viper, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, at least he gets to put down Glaive, like a good consolation. But seeing both of your Teolis getting eaten.
He's looking at the camera, being like, "You guys see this, right?"
I think he's like, "Pray for me, chat. Pray for me."
He's like, "You." He's like, "You gotta be kidding me." He's breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. Don't give up. That's the thing. Literally anything can happen. Man, I'm so invested in this match though. Like, he could technically, like if he loses this, he absolutely could reverse sweep. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. I mean, anything is possible in my eyes as long as I see Desmond Walker in the hand. That it's just, man. But like to be real for a second, he has to figure out how to deal with this brand or this Siren that I'm assuming it's just going to be Siren that comes out next turn. But that will be a tough cookie to crack. I don't think he goes brand. Let's see.
I kind of like brand.
I do too, but like, I don't know. I just feel like Zaratustraa has this ideology where it's like play all the cards first, exhaust your options, play the brand last. Because theoretically, brand could get answered.
Yeah,
if there's like
6.
a ping in the deck, because there's Glaive, Cleave, Token, and then throw the armored support vehicle or Gunslinger.
It is enough. It is enough.
So I think it's going to be Siren here. Oh no, he's going for it.
Yeah. In general, I like brand.
Yeah.
Better.
If Viper does draw a Gunslinger though, or something, then he could kill off the brand. He has enough ping damage to do it.
Well, he's got enough now, doesn't he? Or well, I mean, I guess he's giving him extra 4/4s, but he attacks in.
Yeah, without giving an extra 4/4. Yep. Yeah. That's what I don't think you want to give 2. You're okay with 1.
Yeah. Well, then for that reason, it is probably right to get the brand down just to present more pressure. Follow it up, right?
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be very, very tough. But look, Hacker, I mean, next turn he can get it developed, and then he can Desmond into draw off the Cunning. He's probably gonna have to bank that actually this turn. Decides to go for the Saboteur.
Yeah. That's interesting. This turn is interesting. I don't know why he is depending as much on the cyber or limiting the cyber deck now. I guess he just wants more pressure on board. He might just give up on brand and just race face.
Yeah. Actually, definitely seems to be his game plan here. Wonder if he'll just go for the preemptive ping.
He can go armed. You can go arm token
Ooh,
also. No, he just
no.
pings. Just make sure he gets value out of whatever he has. Yeah, it'll be 2 tokens, so I guess that's fine. Draws another Saboteur. You can see he's unhappy about that. He's not happy about drawing another Saboteur. I don't know
Oh,
what exactly he's looking for, but he's been slowed down for sure. He needs to go through the hacker and then get the crazy kind of explosion that was used against him in the last match.
I think are we gonna see? Okay, we're gonna see a Siren this turn, which means we'll get a hacker down, or Viper will get a hacker down. Oh, he's not happy to see that Siren hit the board. Oh, he gave a
Yep.
clip. Oh my god.
Yep,
I feel
yep.
ya.
This is not good. This is not looking good for Viper right now. Zaratustraa is relentless with the aggression on board. He's not giving Viper any room to breathe. And Viper, he doesn't have anything to really explode with. He's going to go hacker next turn. And that's probably going to get snitched. I mean,
Yep.
scheming. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then what does he do from there? Paid off? Is there anything paid off in this deck? No, right?
I don't think so. I mean, what usually against Shroud, what's like Adira is probably the best paid off.
Yeah,
Target.
Adira, but Adira into Demo, like you just put it all on the
It's
line.
just like put it all.
Well,
Just
after the Desmond gets scheming, that might be what happens. Like real talk. He Viper literally might be like, listen, there's zero way I win this game. I'm going to steal your Adira. I'm going to play Demo. I'm gonna hope I hit Demo. If I do, game on.
look, desperate times call for desperate measures. So
Yeah, yeah.
we'll see what happens here. He still could technically, I mean, he'll lose Desmond. From it just Zaratustraa had literally everything. He'll take the Desmond. Now, if we see a top deck Freitas or something like that, 4 cards, I mean, miracles are possible, but my
Oh,
goodness.
now we're believing in Freitas. Like Freitas, you did it before. Just do it again for Viper here. If he doesn't see a
Yeah.
good draw, I do think he's gonna pay it off into Adira. I think that was a good call out, and
Yeah.
that's probably his only way out of this because it is not looking good. On the flip side, it would put Zaratustraa behind if he does get demoed because he's already used up his brand, right? Like everything. It would be a good reset for Viper if you can get that
Yeah.
off.
The other option is to just go for his Wong, to try and draw into something ridiculous for the next turn, but you might just be dead at this point. But I don't know. Actually, if nothing crazy comes off the top here, I think it would be just enough damage to go for a draw. But I think if given the choice, you would definitely have the demo, right? If you could.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Okay.
It all comes down to this. Not all
This
of it. A
draw
lot comes down to this.
off the top. Oh, it's a
All right, here we
miasma.
go. Is it the paid off play? Viper's playing paid off.
Yep.
Adira into
Dira or Wong, either one.
Demolacularized. Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
don't
Wong,
know
it could be
which one I
good.
like. I like better. Because he still has extra mana after this turn. Like if he Wongs into a Ingrid, he could steal Cyrene and attack into the 4/4, take out the 5/2, right? I mean, I actually think that Wong might be better. Yeah,
What is
I think he
he grabbing the
agrees.
Wong? Here we go.
All right, Viper. I'm pulling for you,
No, he's
man.
not happy. He's not happy. Oh man,
Oh
you can see
no.
the frustration. That's not good.
What's it gonna be?
Drawn to oh my no,
Oh,
those are not cards you want to really see. He can kill one of the visions.
hey, at least he can kill a vision. And he did get 3 cards. Okay, so it is technically not over just yet.
Yeah, It's not over yet. It's not looking good though. Not looking. He is getting pretty much everything unhacked. Like come on. No
Yeah,
anything no, he did get a bad card. He got an expensive gunslinger, I think.
he did. Yep. Okay, so we can take out the 5/2 here. Next turn, he'll have a token popping out. So if he gets that drone printer developed, next turn, that'll just be like a guaranteed draw. If he wasn't committing to the token from
No
the drone printer
snitching.
itself. Yeah, snitching's
11 energy for Zaratustraa here. He's having a field day right now. Just we'll be able to play everything. He's gonna reveal the Desmond. He's like, hey, you remember this card?
Oh,
Oh man.
feels like BM.
Into another scheming. Like we know that there's not much in Viper's hand, but now he's just gonna steal the drone printer. Yeah, you can see Viper is extremely frustrated. That it's not good. This is not the way you want it to go for sure. He can chain Miasmancers now to stop Viper from really getting anything. Zaratustraa is just locking this down. He pulled it off. He was able to, steal the not well in this game, not steal the board, but really take over the board. And now he's gonna lock down musters from Viper for 2 whole turns.
Oh my god. I think this might be one of the most painful parallel matches I've ever watched. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's been epic. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this has been really crazy from Zaratustra's side, but you can just feel the pain from Viper.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet.
I almost want to be like,
It's
turn
really
the camera off. Turn the camera off. I don't really see his frustration. I can't imagine. Zaratustraa, shout out to him, has stayed locked in the whole time. No gloating, nothing. He literally just means business. Just I'm here to win the game. I don't care what else is happening. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay.
Oh my god, eight cost cunning diplomat is not it.
That is not what you want to see. There is a token coming out at the end of the this turn though, and it will draw Viper a card from that drone printer. He'll be able to
he
just
already
like
drew. It's only once per
Oh
turn.
no, he already drew. My bad.
You're good.
Yep.
We're feeling for Viper. We're looking for outs for him.
I'm just exactly.
Yeah. But what token does he bring out here? He could go for artillery and just kill Miasmancer, slow it down just a little bit more. Because otherwise he'll be down to 5 health. That other Miasmancer in Zaratustra's hand I think it's game sealing.
Yeah.
No matter what Viper draws, it won't matter. Excellent for him to realize that he can lock the Miasmancers with the scheming and stealing Vipers. I mean, he plays 2 in his deck. Like his brand deck, you can tell is for this matchup. He wants to lock down the universal. He doesn't care what it goes into, because normally you like Ingrid steals brand, right, and stuff like that. But he has Miasmancers and stuff. I mean, he did get some good beats with the brand. The brand could have been punished, right? There was a very big chance that it could have been punished, but he took the risk. It paid off. And poor choice of words there on that one for me. And yeah, now he's gonna lock this game down. I don't really see how Viper gets out of this.
Yeah, I will say, like, we've been focusing a lot on like the pain of Viper here, but Zaratustraa is so locked in. Like he's playing incredibly well. He knows the game plan. He knows what to steal. Yeah, definitely hats off. I mean, the universe is with him, I think, in these games, but like he is optimizing on every opportunity that he's been given.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, every good player admits that there is fundamentally like luck part of the game. It's just how well you utilize it when it comes to you, right? How well can you play? Because we saw yesterday, there was a game with Sora, and like he had a crazy Ingrid too, and there was a lot of decisions to be made, and we saw like it does become overwhelming. Like, but Zaratustraa in that last game played it effortlessly. He just kept boom, 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 play my pieces, get my cards. This is the next thing I do. But yeah, like I think this Miasmancer locks it up. I don't see how Viper gets out of this. Even as a demo for insurance, Viper, what do you draw? Cyrene. Maybe Slows it
Okay.
down even more.
That's something.
Yeah.
Sanctuary. Okay. That is something. Okay. I don't think it's enough to win the
It's not
game
enough to.
here.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to win the game, but maybe stall the game.
Here's the thing, though. Even if miracles happen, he stalls the game, and then the following turn, he gets an Ingrid or a Freitas. That demolecularize is just like the insurance of,
Yeah.
if Viper does manage to build a crazy board, he's going to have an answer for that, too.
I just don't understand how he can make this Cyrene. What does he kill? Maybe rummaging, poke Miasmancer, and you just take 10 damage, and then the embedded agent kills your Cyrene. Because he can't trade. Oh, he can trade into the brand token. Actually,
Yeah,
sorry.
you trade into the 4/3,
But like
take that
the
damage
other
off.
Cyrene being available is what I'm trying to get at. Like that's very frustrating that like Zaratustraa can just answer the Cyrene with his own Cyrene.
Yeah. I wonder if he should get the shard down just to like give, all possible. Yeah, I like it. Just give him a little bit more energy next turn to be able to do some crazy stuff. Bank that shield generator. And he's still alive. He is still alive.
Yep.
Maybe Stern can just throw the Miaz Dancer. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
And he's Skamaz back. Well, this is an empty turn for Zaratustraa. He cannot win off this turn. There is a chance of it. He can do it. There is a chance.
Am I insane for thinking just like don't bank that demo? Just like if you just have double demo in your pocket, like how do you?
Yeah, like I think he's looking for unseen allies, but yeah, I think I would not have been upset if he kept it.
Okay.
Like I think I agree with you.
Like I am a almost never bank demo unless it's like first few turns against an aggro deck kind of girl.
Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, there's
Especially with the
no
Teal Leaf.
Desmond this time, right? He can't bring Desmond back, but maybe the hacker did enough for Viper that he can come back with this. He can't steal the Cyrene, unfortunately, but he can still kill it and buff his own board. He's gonna drone printer first to draw, see what he gets. Okay. Can kill the embedded agent with that.
Sanctuary is developed, so that could provide extra value generation. I do think that the fatigue actually might be relevant this game. Like 11 to 17 cards. I think Zaratustraa might just like scale on like cards and value here. Let's see what happens though.
If there's a turn to come back, it's this one for Viper. Draws 4 cards, none hacked. That's kind of crazy.
That's wild. What the heck?
Yeah, none hacked there. He can pull. He's going to pull the artillery juggernaut. Kills the embedded agent.
Yep.
He'll be able to kill. He has to buff and kill Cyrene. That's all that's left.
Yeah.
And then he buffs another unit. This is good. You mentioned demos, by the way. I don't know if you remember, but drone printer, what used to be the answer to the demos. So, like, it's not the same as it used to be, but he will be able to fill board with all these like 1/1 tokens if he does happen to get answered.
That's true.
But he does run risk of fatigue. Very want to point that out too, because that is something that you definitely are right about.
I think you can kind of notice Viper's starting to get a little bit more locked in. I think
did he heal for 4?
Was
he at 5?
Don't think he did. Production? Did he heal for 4?
I don't know.
Are we losing our minds?
No, he didn't heal. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he did not. All right. Okay. So here we go. That's the board he's presenting Zaratustraa with. This probably definitely gets demoed. And then Viper gets to reset and play the game. But the problem is he is now racing against fatigue. 6 cards in his deck. He needs to get through 23 health of damage to win this game. It's gonna
I
be
think
easier said than done.
yeah, I think 6 cards is fine though, honestly.
You
Like
think so? I think the
it's
double drone printer worries me a little. Like any token becomes a double draw. So like
yeah,
he's got
okay.
4 turns maybe. He has to
That
self
is a
pop
good
maybe
point.
one of the he can self pop one of the drone printers to make a 5/5. That's helps for sure.
That definitely helps. Uh, okay. Those
Zaratustra,
little
by the way, has a chance to. Oh,
No.
okay. He's opting for
No
Viper. He's trying
way.
to bait Viper into building more of a board. Wow, this hacker is doing
See,
the opposite of attacking. He's taxing Viper.
I
Um,
I generally don't like this a lot of the time because at 9, 10, 11, 12 damage, you're like, "Okay, I'll just smack you for 12, not develop anymore. Now what?" You know, like you're
mhm,
going
mhm, mhm.
to have to answer this board and you just basically took 12. You
Yeah.
know? I've
Is
never
it?
really been a huge fan
Oh,
of that. I mean, it depends on the situation, but I think this is definitely enough pressure to like sort of ignore their bait and just keep smacking.
yeah.
But
And I think the Ingrid is actually pretty good here because regardless, he is forcing Zart. He doesn't know it's in Zaratustra's hand, so getting him to discard is nice. Stealing the rummaging to attack more is nice. Like he is gonna get good value, and it's just one card, right? So once it gets demoed, the rest of his hand can
mm,
be played. But like you said, he was at 6. Now he's at 3 cards in his hand. So
yeah,
we are running the risk of fatigue with Viper's style of play here.
okay. All right, there we
Zara luckily
go.
has good cards to get rid of. Nothing major on his side.
How much pressure can Viper put down after this follow-up demo here? That's the question. He could pop both the drone printers. He's got Sanctuary. Maybe that'll give him something crazy. I'm not counting Viper.
Commandeered
Oh,
Warship's kind of cool.
Commandeered Warship.
That's kind of
Okay.
cool. He's gonna
Um,
swing a bunch, get Zaratustra down to 9 health. These drone printers are scaring me a little, Ali. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
All right, here we go. He's not
Was it
banking, which I think is correct.
Yeah. Was it definitely correct to go Ingrid? I mean, I guess the like steal the cards is or not steal, but like have
It's
them
one
discard is
card,
nice.
I think is the main thing, right? He's only
Oh,
discarding one card. But like he's gonna get demoed. The Unseen Allies is insane. That was the card he needed to come back. Zaratustra, man, this guy is not going down without a fight. Viper read the demo, but now there's a. This is what I was gonna say was that maybe after the demo is a better Ingrid turn after you mentioned it, but I think Zaratustra still would have had take it or leave it and Lord Harf, right? So he always had stuff to fodder for the Ingrid discard.
this is where you just need to go all in on he doesn't find that other demo, right?
Yeah,
Like you just
he needs to
pop.
spam the board very, very hard this turn. What did he just lose?
Man, I almost just wouldn't even
Harf.
look just to not tilt
He
me.
lost Lord Harf. Um,
uh okay.
Viper needs to vomit his board and make sure Miasmancer gets played, just so no shenanigans happen with Mustards. And then Zaratustra can answer with a bunch of units, but he can't like really steal the game via Musters from Viper. And I think that's where he can, cheese the win and finish it off. The Void Trapper is a bit tough because theoretically, if Zaratustra has nothing left, he could steal Wong, play
Yeah.
Wong, and try to
I
find
don't know,
something.
man. I really wonder if Ingrid was a misplay. Like I don't know for sure, but like he would
I'm
have
not
had to
sure.
demo the board with or without Ingrid on it. You know what I mean? If he just
Yes,
smacked
that's correct.
face and then the follow up with this Void Trapper, you could have stolen it. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not 100. I don't know. It's been a really tough game either way, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure. Viper's gonna draw here. It looks like nope, he cancels.
No, he's just gonna
Okay.
pass. Put the pressure down. He's gonna go with the
Okay,
commandeered
he's
warship.
the warship
Maybe?
is kind of a big deal.
I really
I don't
like going
know.
super wide here. Like, could you
Yeah,
just
I do
go like
too.
2-4, 3-2, 3-1, another
I think
2-4?
so. I think so. But that, how much of that is because we see unseen allies? You can see Viper's unsure with his situation too.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
so
sure if
hard to
he's
be
happy with
neutral.
Ingrid. Yeah, I don't know if he's happy with the Ingrid play. But you can see he is stressed. He is very stressed. He is not feeling good. The emotions between both players right now is like night and day.
Yeah, well, I thought you were gonna say like Zaratustraa was showing emotion too, and I'm like, no, man, he's stone cold.
No.
Okay.
They're
You
like
said,
Zaratustraa, I don't think has shown any emotion on screen
yeah.
since he's been on tournament today. He is he just eyes on the prize. He does not care. He wants to win.
Thing
Wait,
though, like
how
this is
crazy is Desmond with all this stuff?
it is crazy. The
These are
girls
all
not aren't
universal
gonna do
cards, right?
anything.
But he could flood
Like,
board.
yeah, definitely he could flood board. I wonder if it was actually correct to do this turn. Maybe. I guess he just wants to.
He's just putting like
Well,
fodder on. But I definitely think he could have
oh my
uh
god, rope.
scary.
Oh my god, rope.
7
Oh
seconds.
my god.
He's just looking for stuff to fill the curve. So he doesn't die to the
What the
warship.
both of these games have been insane. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely insane.
absolutely crazy. All right,
Okay,
where is the warship going?
where is it going?
Two random enemies, Void
Oh,
Trapper
okay.
and the Juggernaut 8-1. Zaratustraa has 4 health. Viper has a Cyberdeck console with some good stuff.
You
He's
start out
still
with
gonna
probably
check
a
the
sanctuary
sanctuary.
on that. Yep, for sure. Sanctuary on that too. See what you get. What's it gonna be? Oh,
Boss, that's only 6 damage, 7 damage with Gunslinger.
yeah. I mean, it's
Maybe
close,
Wong?
folks.
Maybe Wong?
Holy crap! He could. Well, hang on.
Maybe.
No, that would be. No, there's only one card to draw.
Oh yeah, it's only a wait. No, that's 6 damage, then 7 damage, and then he have 8 damage next turn. So
Yeah.
no, not there yet. And he doesn't
I
want to
just
take
want
the
to.
burn.
I just want to go wide. I just want to like
I think he's
lay
gonna go
down
wide.
the Miasmancer, the Saboteur.
Yeah,
Like
just play
he
like
can.
Cathari for a second.
Yeah.
But
Goodness me.
Zaratustraa is gonna flood board next turn. Like it is. I understand the worry right now. I think he has to finish with Miasmancer. I said
Yes.
it last turn, but Zaratustraa and probably smart on Viper were able to read that the artillery workshop tokens are answerable. I mean, can dodge Miasmancer, but he's going to do it here. Just lock the board down for a turn, and Zaratustraa has to figure out how to get all of this off. Like what he has to draw something to get out of this.
Okay. Are there any defenders in the singularity?
No,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no, that was a okay.
I think Viper gets this from here. I'm looking. The Miasmancer, I think, locked him out. I don't think he can do it. Viper is like Viper's going. He's like,
He's
just give
beside
me this
himself,
game,
man.
man. Just give me this game.
Where's
I
my
don't
the
think Zaratustraa gets
popcorn?
out of
Like,
this.
this is this has actually been like the best major final. Like I could like we're not even close. Like we're not even done
No,
yet. But like my God, it's been so good.
I 100% agree. I'm on the edge of the seat. I'm tired. I'm not even playing. I'm tired. Like
Honestly, adrenaline is
Viper's
kicked
beating
in for
himself
me.
up. Like he doesn't know what's gonna happen. He's waiting to see can anything like get him out of like man. He's stressed.
I can't wait to watch the chat back. Chat, we can't see you now,
Yeah.
but I look forward to watching you.
Oh my gosh, this is
I think
what a
he's got it,
game.
man.
Yeah, I think
He's
he
got
has
it.
it. There's no way he can stop the warship. I think he's just playing out cards, trying to, you always take the chance. Does your opponent mess up? Do they not see lethal, right?
Yeah.
You always got to play to that out. Zaratustra's going to do it himself.
Oh my god.
He's
No,
gonna
he
wait
knows
and
he's
see.
got it. He knows he's got it.
Yeah, Viper, he's like, was it worth the stress? I don't know. Commandeered warship for the win in this game. He still needs to shake it off. He's taking his time to just readjust. Like, he could not
I'm
believe how that
clapping.
game went. I'm not sure if he's upset with like his own gameplay too, because like I think from that, obviously that game was very stressful. But even once he played that Ingrid, like you called it out, I felt like he was stressed after that turn way more. So I don't know if he's like he threw his own mental up, being like, why did I play that card?
Right. I wonder, like, I think that was it, because I don't know. I'm always so like doubtful of myself, because like they're so good, but I feel like Ingrid was wrong.
Yeah.
But look, he got there. Okay, hang on a darn second though. That bank of that demo on Zaratustraa, like, I know he would have had to not bank, but like with the Tioli in the hand, like that also could have really made a difference. Oh no.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Those were sharp calls, I think, from you in that one. Like the demo one, we will never know, but I think it was a big deal. I think he was fishing for the unseen allies, but he didn't need it. That being said, if Viper didn't have the Miasmancer, that unseen allies would have been crucial. The Miasmancer at the end was good, man. Miasmancer coming back a little bit in these series. That card.
Anytime Unishop is in the meta, it feels like Miasmancer gets its time as well.
Yeah, he's like, all right,
oh
I gotta do it myself.
What a major, guys. We're only on game 3 now. It's 1-1. I like Viper, like that was just a roller coaster of emotion. Like, I really think at the end there, like, I mean, he was so happy, but I think he was just like so rattled from that game. Like, I would be willing to bet if we asked Viper, like in an interview, like highest like emotion stressful game in his entire career, like through Hearthstone, through all of it, I would say
you think this would be one of them?
I think this would be one of them, like straight up.
Oh man. I
mean, think about it. There is so much on the line with this. There's $22,500 on the line and a guaranteed spot in top 16 for Worlds. I mean, this is a high stakes match. And
this is just as I felt just as stressed as I did with Jarla versus Zelly in the Prime Championship finals. Like, when Jarla started doing the reverse sweep on Zelly, like it feels like that. To think we've only done 2 games so far is absolutely absurd. I can't even fathom that, but man, that has to be some of the best back-to-back parallel I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. I do wonder, okay, in retrospect, if he hadn't banked the demo, like, would he have had a lot less cards in the hand for like when the Ingrid eventually came down? Like, I don't know if he would have had to give one up, maybe, because it was like there wasn't enough of a refill. Like, we don't know exactly, but still, though, that was a pretty wild match, to say the least. That might be one of my favorites ever. Like, that was such a roller coaster.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so now both players have won with Unishop. So that means that Viper might have to go back to Gafar next. They both
Music
have
can both breathe a little too after those games.
Give them a
just like they're like, I'm never playing Universal again. Like, I never want to verse Universal again. Let's go back to normal parallel.
If I would say, like, go take a 5-minute break and like a quick cold shower or something, just to like.
Can you imagine like Viper and Zaratustraa both like wet hair, like in between, just Viper has like a towel over his hair. You could tell they just quickly, needed to reset like that drastically. But here we go. Zaratustraa has gone to Sippius. I feel like a lot more fair, probably. He's like, I don't want to think for this one. I just want to play Sippy. I know how to play. A lot of our players know how to play Sippy like the back of their hand, right? And Viper goes back to the other scammer deck, Gafar, trying to scam out some hasties a little bit.
Oh man, here's the thing though, even though they're both amazing players and really practiced with the decks here, like with the pressure, especially on the heels of both of those games, like they really got to lock in and keep their head in the game here because you could misplay. And it's also just a testament to like everybody watching that last match. Like and like Viper like easily could have just tilted into oblivion. And like I mean he
Yep.
was stressed, but he did keep it together enough to take the win. But if you lose your mental, every little decision counts, you know? So,
Mhm.
whew, my god.
Let's
Okay,
see
all right.
opening
New game,
hands
y'all.
here. Viper does not have a good opening hand, unfortunately. We'll see what he draws into, but whiffing turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3 is a
Oh
little
god.
not good. Um, he
He's
can
like,
he can take it or leave it into hasty, and that can
yep.
swing it back. But Zaratustra will get a window of probably 3 turns unless Viper draws something of max value, max aggression.
He's like, here we go again,
Yeah,
man.
you put the
Look at
glasses
him.
on. He's like, I just like anything to make my life easier right now. I need that.
I need the aid.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you
trying to figure out
can't
his
bank
bank.
the relic repurposing, you can't bank the teal, and you can't give up those 5, so it's gotta be Terra,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
Zaratustra is able to draw the start of a very strong hand for him.
Yeah, I mean, this looks really good.
I don't.
Really,
Let me
really good.
check how many spores Vipers plays because that can help a bit. There are 2 virulent spores, so he's gonna bank the hacker. It is all going to come down to turn 4 hasty into turn 5 hasty into like that's it. It's pure scam, pure energy cheat. They need to hit. If they hit, that's enough. That could be enough to win the game.
I mean, that's pretty strong consecutive turns there.
Mm-hmm.
So, eh, and I mean, he's got the option to just throw Gafar down, I suppose, for next turn to block some. But if Zaratustra gets the relic developed, he has an answer to that, which is cool. But it looks, I think if you're Zaratustra, you just want to be putting stuff on the board, right? We keep going wide.
Yes.
However, if you do get the high density replicator down, that Reliant Gamma is going to keep growing potentially out of Spore's range, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's the only thing, the major thing to consider, not the only thing.
yeah.
And that makes sense because now the Reliant Gamma doesn't have to worry about it dying to spores the next turn. Does give Viper a little breathing room because he can kill it,
Mhm.
and at least it's not another unit on the board. Okay,
Okay.
Fungal Grenadier.
That's interesting. That's interesting because like you've got the relic repurposing to like trigger the flourish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also an
But
activate. He doesn't have enough energy for both, even with the take it or leave
exactly.
it.
And there's no
The
world where you
bank.
wouldn't prefer to hasty next turn,
Yeah,
right?
this
So
is it. It all goes down. It's all comes down to 1 turn. He's gonna hasty. 2 turns. Hasty into hasty. This is
look,
gotta be kind of terrifying. Zarathustra is just like, what is happening here? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep hitting face.
I've got butterflies in my stomach.
I think butterflies. I got like goosebumps. I don't know. I feel uneasy. I feel
I
sick.
got chills. They're multiplying. Like straight up.
Both these players are just it's just super high impact outcomes that you're waiting to see what happens. Like you don't know. You don't know what
Yeah.
it can go any sorts of ways.
Um, you know,
He hits
yeah,
Saleya here.
okay.
That's massive.
Yeah. All right, here we
Saleya would be
go,
absolutely
folks.
insane. Here we go. All comes down to this. We will not be able to see. Oh no, we will be able to see what he hits because it shows them in your hand area. The pile draws that spores a
Yeah.
little too late, but fine.
Shout out to
He's
Quinto in
deciding on
our
his bank.
chat here. He said if Zara had drawn Harf, that would have been just the
Yeah, I don't. That probably would not have been good for Viper's mental for sure.
yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back on that one. Yeah, the diplomat seems like a fine bank. Wants to keep that spores. Here goes nothing. Pray to the RNG gods above. Oh, he's doing it. He's actually praying. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. He
Here we
gave the
go.
hand
Let's see what
motion.
the hasty gives him. Oh, no. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
board. That's board. That's a board for
That
him to
is
start playing.
something.
Yeah.
It's
Terraglider
it's not
for a 4 cost, and then he hits the hacker and then he
that's
has another
great.
hasty to go. It's a
Okay.
defender.
Yeah. I think this is
He's back in the
Viper's
it's immediately
in
back in the
business here.
game. Yeah, immediately back in the game. Cyrene is cannot be played yet. It's 1 turn off.
Mm-hmm.
Could relic again to try and push over the stuff a little easier.
Probably
But he has
not.
he has Magna. It's probably just Magnus.
Good placement there. That 4/5 has decay.
Yep.
Okay, I don't hate to see a formidable just as, backup plan sometimes. But and honestly, like the spores in the hand with let's go. That's a Cyrene reduced.
Does he Cyrene there, or yeah, you could Cyrene and relic repurposing, right? That is somewhat attractive.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's just going to just hasty again, but maybe too high risk. Maybe Cyrene next turn and then hasty.
All right, Zaratustraa, what is the best play here?
Alright,
So
thinking heads
Magna is
down.
an option. Only 4. You could trade into the 4/5 defender and then Magna the 4/3 and then just keep pushing face. Looks
Yeah,
like that's
relic.
not the choice, which I'm kind of surprised about actually.
Gonna relic again.
I suppose this. I don't really
He's
like it as
putting a
much
lot
this
of
turn, but I
Yep.
think that it's better like set up for the next turns, which is so maybe that's why he's
Yeah.
going.
I just think he's putting a lot on this
Whoa.
he's putting a lot on this Reliant Gamma. A lot of eggs in this Reliant Gamma basket, which unfortunately I think this definitely makes Viper do Cyrene and relic repurposing.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of cleans off the Valorusi Striker and the Reliant Gamma. So pretty much full clears the board with that play. I think that's the move for him. And then next turn he goes back to hasty or he wongs.
Yeah, that's gotta be it, right? You can take your 4/3 into the shield pod, kill off the 4/1, ping the 7/2, relic her up and heal her, and like that puts you in such a good position. It is not worth going for the risk of the hasty being bad. Definitely not.
All right, here we go. Cyrene, discounted Cyrene coming in very clutch here because it can synergize very well with the relic repurposing. Very powerful play from Viper here. And he would that's the power of this hasty mobilization Gafar deck, is that the beginning of the game, you can sometimes do nothing and just survive a little bit. But as long as you can get good value out of the hasty, it is very reliant on the hasty. But if it hits rather well, then you're just back in the game again. It's like you haven't missed a beat in terms of playing stuff on your turn.
Yeah, sorry, that was the correct way to do things because after killing the replicator, the 4/1 dies.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Do we like the bank of the spores? I mean, I think over the formidable. I guess
I think he's gonna want formidable
presence.
to finish.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Or if there's trades that you have to do, then the formidable maybe. I don't know, but I think formidable is a bit more versatile, right? So
yeah, I concur.
that makes sense. Right.
PTSD. I'm like, keep the spores against the
Yeah.
clones, but no.
He's like, no, I just
Um,
have hasty. I just have my just send out the
yeah.
forces.
And I think Viper is in such a good position for this game, even with the backup Triumph of Europa in Zaratustra's hand. I think Viper's in a great spot. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if he does want to go with the Wong next turn, though, he can't really do anything else that will eat his entire turn.
Mhm.
But I think that might be worth it, though. Like, just to refill, give you more options. Oh, okay. Hmm.
It's interesting, but I am
Is it
leaning towards
hasty?
hasty still.
Okay.
For two reasons. Well, one, I would probably do it myself, and two, give the people what they want. I want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad hasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bad hasty. He can still play everything. He schemazed himself, but still playable. Technically, getting 9 energy worth of stuff.
That That was not good, though. Like,
No,
he
it's
was in a
not good.
really commanding spot of the game,
Yeah,
and that
he can
may
still killing the standard bearer is still good. He has a defender now for the Magna.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not good.
No, that was not a good one. That was not a good hasty, and that's what it comes down to. Um, I still think it was better for him to go for it instead of the long, just because like he needs more units on board. Like he needs to keep trading pressure for pressure, and Wong was just like another unit that I think would have just gotten answered. Like he needed to cheat a bit more. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I feel like just it was about the, more answers to the hand, though, like, and it also provides, like, more stats. Like, I
Uh huh.
agree, like,
Uh-huh.
I mean, hindsight's 2020, right? Like, if it had been a Peacekeeper and a
Yeah.
Solea
Oh my
or a
god, the next card
Glaive,
is Glaive.
you know, yeah, we would not be saying this, that was just unlucky. But I suppose after you have hackered, you do have to consider that some of your cheap stuff did get reshuffled, right? Oh, no. It's alright, it's not over, it's not over yet. Oh my god, I can't handle this match, y'all. Sorry, this is just a
There's a lot of decision making to be made for sure. A lot of nuance in decision. Even on this turn, I'm wondering, does Zaratustra, is he considering like Master Poisoner here and a 1-drop, so that he keeps his Magna alive? But part of the beauty is like suiciding your Magna, right? So that you can just trade with it. You can play it again. There you go, Master Poisoner.
Yep. Pretty good poisoner.
Yeah, he could have trying to think. He could have only gotten that token up to a 4 attack. So he couldn't have done it with the Asian Subjugate also. But regardless, this is a pretty strong board now. Viper, on the other end, has to figure out how to come back.
This is the fact that the poisoner itself, like, can answer anything that comes, big into
Later.
play is concerning.
Yeah.
Man,
Anything that
I
Viper plays
really
can
think
answer.
oh
Oh
my
my
god, oh my god. Okay, well, he's gotta go for that, right? I mean, you can get a
It goes for another.
Peacekeeper.
Are we gamblers?
I mean, I think so. Like, there's nothing else that's good enough here. I feel like if you
Yeah.
go for
I think he has to hit.
formidable,
I agree with you. I think he
you
has
have
to hasty
to.
again.
I mean, you could get a Peacekeeper for the Poisoner, maybe, to, like, kinda stop that just from be answering something, even though that's a little ugh. Actually, no, hang on, you wouldn't have to do that. You could, the 1 or the O3 would get buffed, right? You could trade each other and then, like, Peacekeeper the 5/4 or something like that. Oh, he's not going for it.
All right,
Or
formidable.
maybe he's
He
still
can
can
Tioli into
Tioli
it.
out. Yeah, no, he is.
Yep.
Okay. But okay, he's gonna go this first and then
Yep.
potentially get, like, a Peacekeeper, right? Okay, yeah, he's locked. He's got this.
He's
No,
locked
never doubted.
in. He's locked in. A Peacekeeper would be pretty good here for sure. He's gone through majority of his deck. He's at 18 cards left. What does he hit with the third and final hasty mobilization?
Never doubt. Never doubt.
There,
Boom.
okay.
There.
There's a 1-cost Terramech Shield Titan. Okay.
Okay.
And the Peacekeeper. That is pretty solid. That is extremely solid. I assume, do you just pacify the Poisoner? Call it a day?
Well,
I mean, you can just trade into it. No.
yeah, you could just trade into it.
What about the Magna? So the Magna can never get brought back with Triumph of Europa.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm a fan.
The Magna's the target for sure.
Yep. That's very good. Now Zaratustra will have 0 access to the Magna on draw power, and Viper can just push on massive aggression. Suddenly,
I like the clear.
You know,
I definitely like take out the Reliant Gamma, take out the 3/3. I think.
1 second though. 3, 6, 9, 6 more damage puts him at 23. Then I know this is what he ended up choosing to do, but I'm wondering if he just had hit face. No, but there's Miasmancers. It's like way too risky.
Yeah.
Without Miasmancers in the world, he could have hit face and then just hit face again and won.
Yeah. Next turn you could do double defender. You could go double diplomat, Gafar, if you wanted. Oh my god. Okay, I think from this point it's going to be really tough for Zaratustra to get back into it.
Yeah.
That's the first time that we saw emotion from Zaratustra, though. I don't know if you saw, but
I did not catch it.
Yeah, he showed a little bit there.
Oh man. Okay. What a crazy series of events. 0 cost Terramech Shield Titan just chilling. What is he looking for in this Triumph? What can he look for?
I mean, I nothing. I mean, you can try and build. I mean, yeah, he'll go for like a wide board here. I guess there's a recruiter to try and get more cards to the hand. But at this point, I think
He's just going to fill his board, try to get as much aggression as possible on there. You know, he doesn't know there's another formidable. At a certain point, he needs to start considering just racing also, right?
Yeah.
So he's just going to fill the board, go pretty strong, hope that Viper cannot stall this out, and then push for try to push for a game, fight back, and try to win. This Miasmancer in hand, Zaratustra just keeping it very close to chest. And it's a very big deal because 1 turn of Viper ignoring it could be lethal if he doesn't consider that Zaratustra can just ignore all defenders and hit face.
Yeah. The extra formidable, I think, just seals the deal, right? I mean, 13, 14, yes.
14 plus 6 is 20. Zaratustra has 6 plus 5 is 11. 16, 17, 18. I don't think there's a Drusian in the bank, right? There is a Drusian in the bank. So if Viper ignores board, Zaratustra wins the game.
But if you just cast another formidable, oh, sorry, yeah,
Miasmancer would stop.
Yep. Oh man, never mind. That's tricky then. I suppose another Peacekeeper stops some. Oh, I feel so bad to not just formidable face though. God.
Yeah.
12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. That would be such a painful way to lose though.
Yeah, in the same vein, it might be worth it for Viper to trade because this is just came out with Triumph, so he can like keep pushing with not many cards in Zaratustra's arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
There won't be as many cards in the waste if there's another Triumph.
8. Sorry, did you say there was an Exorator in the bank? There is, right?
There is.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, Viper. I mean, he could still be trading here. That's why I'm not saying anything yet. But if this all goes face, Zaratustra has lethal.
Yep. It's like perfect with the 5/3. Yeah.
It's lethal even without Drusian. If he doesn't trade at all. Let's see
Wait,
how
really?
Viper plays this. Yeah, because the Magna doesn't have pacifism anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But he is
Yeah.
trading, so
Okay.
fine. He'll be able to stop it. He's paying attention to the list. He's not letting anything. He's got Skamazed once. He's not getting Skamazed twice.
No, this is I'm very happy to see him taking the trade here because it's one of those things where it's like if you do trade, how does he come back? You know, like I mean I suppose
all those cards are gone. They cannot be
Yeah.
brought back. With the Triumph Europa again. Okay, the dead drawing another. Oh wait, that
Yeah,
that
no, I
was
was
yeah.
yeah. I was like, I don't the mustard one doesn't, right? It's the activatable, the swap that would lose, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Well, and then he's got 13 on the board, but he's got another peacekeeper to permanently pacify something terrifying. I don't know how many recruiters have been played this game. I don't know if we've actually even seen one.
I don't think we've seen any.
So what's in that Scipius?
Is it just
then?
Magna?
I think it's just Magna. Wow.
Oh, good snipe. Okay, got tabulas. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Viper's reaction there. I felt that too. That was aimbot right there. That's some hacks. My God. That's crazy.
He's Viper wins this. He's not gonna be happy, even with all that he's kind of gone through. I feel like Asian Subjugate is gonna be tough. He's gonna have to kill that immediately with his Terramech. For sure. How much energy is he working with next turn? 5? 6?
I hope both of these players can look back at this game someday and just like whatever happens, laugh just like at card games and the madness that they are sometimes. Like, 'cause this is just insane. I want that Wong to get
another
played so bad.
Peacekeeper. I think this is the turn to play Wong and then just Peacekeeper it out.
Bank.
It makes a
hang
lot
on
of
a second.
sense. What are you thinking?
Man, banking a peacekeeper feels terrible, but like a no snitching on the subjugate though is
I think he's just gonna kill it.
okay. Yeah,
He's
actually, my bad. You can just trade in. That's a good point. But I will say, like, I would love to be pushing some face damage here.
Yeah, he has not gotten to do that yet. No window. He's just been having to deal with the onslaught of the Cathari army. Just another threat, and he's like, "Come on, like, when can I hit face?"
Oh, okay.
A 1-cost Saleya. And by the way, Helm of Avigdor, that's a +3/+3 upgrade right now. With all the cards in the bank. That's going to be a problem. Next turn is going to be extremely explosive for Viper.
Yeah, let's not forget, like, Gafar, I know he's got a Miasmancer in the hand, but a Gafar Defender, like, that's nice little bit of insurance. He's got a formidable, I mean, like, judging by the hands, it looks like Viper's got this, right?
I think so.
Altar of
Yeah, I
Gaia
think
could
Viper's
also do
got
some
this.
crazy work with like the flourish on the Titan as well. I mean, you would have to give it a few triggers, but yeah, I think from this point, Zaratustraa would just have to do something absolutely absurd. I mean, like Viper would need to misplay into a Miasmancer Exorator, like that type of situation. But if he keeps control of the board with the hand that he's got, I think he's going to be in good shape here.
All right. Buffing with the subjugate here. We'll be able to snag, I think, either Siren or Drusian. Yep, he's going to pick the Drusian. This way he can at least kill the Wong off. He's giving Viper like one new thing to attack every turn. He's like,
Yeah.
well, he's like, I got you this one. And Viper's like, okay, answer. He's like, how about this one? You're like, oh my God, okay. And Viper's just waiting for the first turn that will be easy for him.
Right. Zaratustra is making him work for it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is he gonna formidable again to just clear this off at one more time?
maybe. If you get the
Naruto's
altar
just still
developed,
holding on to this Miasmancer though since the beginning. He's like, I just need one turn for Viper to mess up. That's all he's looking for. Hasn't given it to him yet. In fact, with the Altar of Gaia, he'll be able to practically clear the whole board with the Terramech Shield Titan itself.
yeah, I mean, if you get both altars down and you throw down Formidable and you trade a bunch in, you could. I mean, it would be an 11-11, so it only needs one heal to get it to full, and then you could just, flourish multiple times. I mean,
Yep.
that's got to be good. So that, how much mana would that be? That's 6, 7, 8. Could get a Celia down, a Helm. Like, I almost, yeah, like you could put Celia and the Helm on the Celia, double Gaia, go for the Formidable, then clear the board, flourish with the thing. I mean, there's so many different things you could do here. But that means you'd have to bank a Peacekeeper. I don't feel about that. Okay.
We're waiting for Viper to see what he wants to kill off here. Boom, there's the other one. So this will at least kill off the Drusian and the Asian Subjugate for Viper. Still got 6 more energy to work with.
Yep.
So Leia and Peacekeeper. And then next turn he pushes for Formidable and Peacekeeper and tries to just end it. I think that's how it goes down.
Looks great to me.
Yep.
Yeah, this is better than using the Formidable for sure. That turn.
There he goes. Down goes these cards. Oh, he only did it once. Yep, that makes sense. But yeah, Zaratustraa back against the wall. I don't think he can come back from this one. I think this is Viper's. It took 3 hasties to take it down.
3 hasties.
But
man, that middle hasty where it got the cunning diplomat and the steward of the garden. I mean, that I almost saw Viper explode there. What got him back into it? Oh, the third one, like the next turn.
That was third hasty saved him. So third hasty.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch. Oy la la. Domina
there.
It's just not gonna be
enough
good
for 20 damage. That's all that matters. It's not enough for 20 damage. And Viper will have more than enough for 30 damage.
Throw off the Formidable, give something passive fist. Woof.
What a series so far.
I think all of us, the players, the casters, the viewers, have maybe lost a year of life on this series. That's all I'm saying. I guess technically the Miasmancer will stop. Actually, hang on a second. That might be...
It stops the musters. And he can trade. Good play from Zaratustraa.
Yeah.
Gonna swing. He's trying to get him low. He has another Miasmancer. So he's looking for it. He's setting up. He's trying to undercover sneak the lethal. And I think he's gonna force Viper to just start trading again. Like he has to keep killing off units, and Zaratustraa gets more time bought for himself. The good thing is that Viper has the altars, so the altars make it a lot easier to clear.
Yeah. Because technically, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There is actually, like, with the standard bearer buffing up the Domina, and if nothing got traded, like, that would actually be enough. But obviously, that's not going to happen. Like, Viper's just going to clear these units.
Okay. Man, really shout out to Zaratustraa in this. Like, he's been looking for like the line, the little gap that he can do to try to end this. Hasn't lost his cool too much, just that one little blip, and he's been playing strong. Just
Yeah. He's just been waiting for
most
that
players would
window
have
of opportunity.
conceded at this point, but obviously this is the major finals. But he's really been clinging to what he thinks will get him there.
To be fair though, like if Viper slipped up, like there may have been a window of opportunity with the Miasmancers, right? To just like sneak out a lethal. Like there was one turn, right? I think maybe on 8. Like if he had just gone face and said, you know, like not accounted for the Miasmancer, then he could have lost. So, whew.
All right, Formidable comes out again. He has not been able to use these Formidables to hit face. He's just been trying to sweep up Zaratustraw's board time and time again. These guys are down to 4 cards in their deck for Viper and 7 cards in their deck for Zaratustraa. It's just absurd. We keep using the word, different variations of the word, different synonyms, but that's what it comes down to. He's finally swinging for face here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Domina has 4 attack. Zaratustraa gets lethal next turn.
Wait. Well, hang on. How many triggers of Gaia? Hold on. Let's see. What is this doing here? Okay.
Oh, no. Wait, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, did he not just do that? Sorry.
Yeah,
my brain is
like,
all over the place. Yeah. That's like the same mistake I was making with the Tabula Rasa and the Domina. But yeah, that's lethal. Yeah. Zaratustraa loses this one. Viper goes to the next. That third hasty with the foresight to play the Formidable first and then hit the Peacekeeper off the hasty was it. That was what did it. Viper is up. I guess he's still looking, but no. Yeah.
Or it's bugged. Not? Okay.
Oh, there you go. He was thinking. He's just making sure. Okay. Man, my brain is all over the place. I'm way too scrambled. But that was a good game. Great plays. Yeah.
Honestly, I have no words after that one. I mean, things that are sticking out is like, you know, Zaratustraa, hats off to him for like really staying in it. Like, because again, if Viper had just slipped up, you know, forgot about, you know, respecting Miasmancers, he could have snuck out a lethal. Wow. I don't know what to say. That was just game 3. Viper could take it all if he wins the next one. And what does he have left? He's got his
Scipius
win.
left.
There's Scipius left. Okay.
Yep. Against Zaratustraa, Brand, and Scipius.
Could either queue up the Brand or the Scipius mirror. Absolutely. Wow. What an incredible final match, though. Like, this has been, like, absolutely the best series of the tournament, for sure.
Yeah. Without a doubt, this has been extremely exciting and unpredictable, I think is the right word. Yeah, it's been a blast to watch.
I think our players are going to take a quick bathroom break. I think they deserve it. That's okay. I'm still not like mentally over. Like I am neutral here. Both of these are incredible players. I would love to see either one of them win. I think a little bit like that scam with the uni, like in the first game, like I felt so much for Viper. So I've been feeling like he's been the underdog based on the scamas, but no, I mean he's
and I feel like Viper reversed. He brought it even. He evened out the scam for sure.
Yeah,
especially with that last hasty. That was a very strong one. The Terramex Shield Titan and Peacekeeper were very essential hits. He paid the tax though with that middle one. It was a 5-cost gunning diplomat and a 5-cost steward of the garden. That's not good.
I quite like Hacker in Gafar. I'm not running it right now, and I feel like it's pretty good.
I think overall it has had very little negative impact with how like the deck performs. It also helps. I like that it draws. The draw is definitely an appealing factor because even if it doesn't fully get you there, it like helps you thin through the deck to find the next piece.
Yeah. It's interesting. All of these Gafar decks don't have a change of heart anymore. You know, that was
No,
like
the
a
Peacekeeper.
staple. Yeah,
He
Peacekeeper's enough.
pacifies Peacekeeper. Yeah.
Whew.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's hasty Gafar. Use Peacekeeper. You just all units go in, go heavy, push, and gets the job done.
Well, folks, again, $22,500 on the line, a guaranteed spot, top 16 in the Prime Championship early next year, and the title of winning 2 majors in Parallels Esports League. If Viper wins, he'll have won like back-to-back majors because he won the last one. So then he'd be winning the first one of season 2. And if Zaratustraa wins, he'll forever be immortalized as like the double major 1 winner until someone else does it again. Which honestly, that'd probably be pretty tough to do, you know? So both are gonna go down in history after this game.
All right. There's a lot on the line for this game now. Zaratustra's back is against the wall. He loses this. Viper takes the win and becomes a major champion again for this time season 2. That's not a bad starting hand.
No.
For Zaratustra on brand, that you see him looking at that trusty belt and double take it or leave it. He's looking to get a turn 3 brand out and to just catch back up with the trusty belt.
That's gonna be tough. I will say,
I think he's wondering
like,
to keep the belt or not.
Oof, yeah. Keeping double Tioli, I mean, I guess if you're going second, it feels a little better, right? Not being able to bank, but a brand, you know, that can't really be answered.
The brand is very strong. Like that's like the go-to. So he can even next on turn 2, or sorry, on turn 3, Baron he'll get extra value off the Baron itself too. So if he gets to pull this off, it's gonna be very strong.
Yeah. These Reliant Gammas could get pretty massive though, eating an erasure or something. Ooh, you love to see options for your 2s. I guess he's gonna go for the brand. Or sorry, the Baron. What do you call that?
Void Trapper again. I don't think
What's
I've seen
going on with these
a tournament where Void Trapper's been ignored so hard before.
I know.
It's like desperate, and you bank one, and like the other 2 come immediately after.
I'm starting to think the variant, the prime or the variant versions are bugged. They're like, what not need to be played. Yeah, I mean, look at this. I think being on the play, super nice. For Scipius here. And he's got the recruiter as some backup draw. That's gotta feel pretty good. Ooh, okay.
Bettered agent just to trade off anything here. And then next turn is really Brand, and he's going to try to catch up with that and Trusty Belt.
I mean, it makes sense, right? The Reliant Gamma would have value traded into the Baron, so
Yep.
Wow. Man, guys, I think Viper I know that the brand's going to come out, but look at this. This is a really, really strong start. This he's cooking here.
Yeah, those Gammas creeping is definitely pretty tough.
See what he gets.
Viper's got the dramatic camera look now with the blinds and the light.
Wow, you could even bank the Reliant Gamma and just play it.
Yeah,
this
just
turn
go
with
again.
Tabula.
I think that is what he might do actually. Trade in the striker and just scale these Gammas to the ceiling, just forever.
Yep. I like it.
Turn 4 can Domina. Turn 5 can Triumph. I think he's going to full on ignore the brand when it comes out. But Zaratustraa has Trusty Belt, so he can use that kind of to his favor, and then he'll get like 3 tokens at least, depending on how he trades. This is gonna be very, very interesting of a game.
It's gonna be tough to get like if that oh, interesting. Why did he trade?
Yeah, I'm surprised he traded the Gamma there.
Maybe because of Triumph? Like, because he wants it in the pool as opposed to it getting
Yeah, that's
banished or
probably it.
something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's he looks pretty mad about it actually.
Yeah.
After he makes that trade, he's like beating himself up, somewhat literally. So I don't think he was happy with how he traded that. I think he's like, I should have kept it. But here you go. Devil, take it or leave it. He sees the brand. Viper's praying for a card. I don't know which one exactly, but he's looking for something for sure. Another subjugate. He's not happy. He's not happy with that one. I think he was looking for relic. Maybe relic.
Yeah.
I'm not
don't
sure.
know. I don't know if the trade, like, even if it was wrong, I don't know if it is that impactful. I mean, maybe.
2 more damage he's losing at this point.
God, if he goes for the double trade for 2/4/4s, or no, it'd be more. It'd be 3. You can't do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ought to just like smack face and
Yeah, he's just
I mean,
gonna
he doesn't
keep
know that he's got a
racing.
trusty belt, so
Yeah. I mean, he's got him down to 13 to 11.
yeah.
That's pretty low.
Okay, he does have Triumph next turn.
Yeah. Drusian would be good for him. This recruiter subjugate combo is nice.
The fact that he's yep. Waiting to see Viper's reaction here. So he's gonna take out the Domina and the biggest Reliant Gamma, and that accounts for 5-6 damage. Gosh, I really, man, it's a sad thought to think that the trade with the Striker instead of the Reliant Gamma, like if it had had a couple extra points of damage here, that could actually be quite relevant.
Yeah, because with this, he's going to eliminate most of Viper's board and build himself his own board. Yep, take it or leave it. All 3 take it or leave it's here being used and providing a ton of value. He's going to be able to build himself a board of 3 corrupted visions. You can see Viper pissed about that. He is not happy to see that. This is going to eliminate his whole board and give Zaratustraa an army of corrupted visions to work with now. And Viper only has 3 damage on the board at this point. He's got Zaratustraa low, so he can keep racing, but like it's not going to be an easy race.
How many things do direct damage in Oh my god!
That's
Hang on.
If he goes wide enough, there's a chance for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What's he at right
it's only
now?
9 right now. He's at 11.
Yeah. But hang on. So if he had traded the Valorusi with like,
he would have had game.
Yeah.
He would have had game.
Yep.
At this point, I think he has to hold the Drusian in his hand. I think he wants to get like 1 extra buff from the subjugate and recruiter, but I think he just plays recruiter as is and sees what he gets first before making the banking decision. He's just going to go straight and bank the subjugate. He might race. He's racing. He's just full on racing. Face.
I do think that racing might be the correct move here.
Oh, trading.
He's going to go for the trade.
I don't know about this actually.
No, I like racing.
Yeah, he stumbles Zaratustraa back down. He does have a way to refill board, but I am not too sure. He has set up his Triumph, which is probably an accessory goal of this, right? Kill Zaratustra's board, build your own board. All the take it or leave it's are gone. You don't have to worry about an early demo either.
Yeah. Look, there's Cyrene in the deck. There's also, I guess, Domina got killed, but I mean, just a Cyrene option top deck. Like, I do think you should have just raced there.
Yeah.
But
Baron plus scheming is going to be scary.
Yep, definitely. Oh man. Okay, he's banking the
Banking the
demo.
demo. Well, it's a long way there, I guess. Fair.
It
Fair
is,
enough.
but
I mean, yeah. All right. He takes out the triumph for sure.
look, I mean, there's two others in the deck, so he could top deck another. He's also got recruiter. He's gonna take this. Oh
Disassembly
wow,
swarm.
oh
Put that
wow.
back on the top of his deck. Remove all the tempo. He does have that recruiter though, so Viper can keep digging through his deck, but that it's gonna hurt things for sure.
Okay.
Zaratustraa is at 11 health, draws the Adira. That could be crazy.
Okay. What's in the bank here? Anything that Tabula could get?
There's a subjugate. That's
Okay.
about any of the main things I remember.
See what he gets.
Mass is rather strong.
I could do
Mass is
something.
probably very strong here. It's been in the deck for quite a while.
Also, Scipius would have a recruiter in it, right? So
Yes.
he could get something else there. What anything else
I think
muster
he
been
banks
played?
I think he banks Drusi and he plays Mass, and then he can
Mm-hmm.
tabula into the Drusian next turn if it's needed with the
Yep.
striker. So he's
I mean,
presenting lethal again.
that's a massive unit. Like if there
Yeah.
isn't an erasure or something, I mean obviously Adira could get some stuff, but it wouldn't be able to snipe an answer necessarily to this massive convergent mass. What a crazy final. See, what did he get off the draw there? A striker. Okay, or sorry, a standard bearer. Oh, that's a eclipsed fate. Okay. Yeah, you have to just go for the guaranteed answer.
Yep. Ooh. He's gonna get 2 more
Oh,
units on
wow.
board. Call the
That's a good one to
corrupted.
get. Okay.
Alana
Alana.
and a target painter. All right, so he was able to stop it. He drew the eclipsed fate. Viper's still looking for something. Like you mentioned, the Scipius has recruiters on it, so he
Mhm.
can get a bunch of stuff to play on board again. But Zarathustra's getting units slowly but surely, right? So
Yeah.
Viper needs to somehow go wide again.
Cyrene has a card. Let's see. What else could get him go wide? I mean, look, another Triumph of Europa top deck. I mean, that's certainly an out to have him build a wide board. I mean, there's 5 cards in the waist. Definitely could do something.
In a full trade, Zarathustra's not going to let him get away with any units on board. Kind of how like Viper played last game with the Earthen. Gets a
Unseen allies.
unseen allies that could be rather strong with all the brand's visions in the waist. Because he can steal Triumph of Europa and bring on them all back.
Yep. The question is, does he want to go for like an extra recruiter? I mean, he does have 7, so I suppose he could. I would love to see him hover the bank so I could see what's in there. I mean, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. This has been a tough game for sure.
Yeah. Just waiting to see what Viper does here. There's a ton of decisions that have to be made. He's going to bank the Valerusi Striker. Just build this board again. And he's going to play the Scipius, it looks like he's setting up for.
Yeah, I think he just wants to
And
get
should
farther into his
refill.
deck, right?
Yep.
Okay. Honestly, the cunning Scipion could definitely do something here. This is There is a
Oh, he
glimmer of hope.
activates convergent mass ability again too.
Yep.
So that's a very strong play from the Scipius there. He's just trying to find anything to go wide with.
I think he
The
did bank the
Zaratustra.
Druzian. I do wonder if
He-
the tabula was correct there. But look, I mean, he's got how much energy next turn for 8? So
Yeah.
could find a way to go
Whoa,
fairly wide
Cyrene.
here. Oh, that's a tough one.
Cyrene from Zaratustra. He has 10 damage on Vord himself. Oh, he's looking for the Adira. He's going to for sure clean board, it looks like. And then the Adira just for a little added value. You can see Viper. The stress has already started.
Oh, good lord. If he gets the triumph here, I'm gonna. Okay.
Steals a Princept. It's a 6/3 Princept, though. All these units that are getting buffed up from the Mass Effect, it's a big deal.
Yeah. Could have been worse, though. All
Yes,
things
for
considered,
sure.
that was not that bad of an Adira. Okay. Well, those are some chunky units in the Singularity, though, from the brand passive.
Yeah.
A 9/4 Domina that can. We're so focused on Viper getting lethal here, but very well could be that Zaratustra could just end it. Some of
Yeah.
those cards in
He could just get
Singularity.
one massive push. I think next turn we'll put him at 8, so he can unseen allies into Domina, and then he even has access to Triumph of Europa in his Singularity, or even Convergent Mass. He can just Convergent Mass the next turn and push for game. So Viper, I'm a little concerned for him if he can build up a wide board right now, and if Zaratustra can't contain it. But I feel like we're hitting a turn where
Oh.
he'll be able to contain it all, but maybe I'm speaking too soon because these are good draws. That was a very good recruiter.
Very good.
Magna's going to help a ton, and then he can flood the board with 1-drops here.
Yes, he can. I mean, well, Cunning Diplomat plus a 1, that would be 3 units. So maybe it is better to just go 1/1/1. Well, I'd have to see the stats. 3, 6, 3, 6, 3. Those are pretty chunky.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other reason why maybe I see not to and going for the Scipians is like you can drop those with the Subjugate possibly, but he has so much energy he can drop a bunch of units still with the Subjugate if he needs to get like the late game or like the last final push to finish him off.
Okay.
Another scheming from Zaratustra.
Now, is it lethal with this Domina 11? $22 is not.
He's
Oh,
counting
hang on a
this.
second. No, there is. There is. Well, no. There's not enough energy to play both. God,
No,
losing my
no.
mind over
Yeah.
here. Stress.
It is very stressful. I mean, what he decides to do here is going to be a big deal. They're both trying to like stop the other from pushing for game while setting up themselves to push for game.
Mhm.
Gonna
Here's the
banish a
thing, though.
convergent concept. What's up?
Like, he could just run the unseen allies out this turn without. Oh, wow.
Without playing anything, you're completely correct. Erasure
Right?
into erasure, by the way, absolutely crazy. That is the force is with the Zaratustra on some of these rolls. And he's using them to his advantage. He's going to use this to full clear.
Yeah.
And then does he just set up unseen allies next turn? No, he's gonna scheme. Yeah, he's gonna unseen.
I mean,
I don't know if he
have
plays this
to.
turn.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
he
is
is.
just lethal
Yeah.
next turn, right? Like, you
Yep.
just
It sets you up pretty well.
wonder if there's
Yeah,
anything.
you can see
to
Viper being like he can't
Yeah.
believe it. Yeah. Oh, with all of these in here,
oh my
for sure.
God.
That's lethal next turn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I totally wasn't even catching the Princeps and stuff, but yep. 7-1 Tabula Rasa. This brand passive coming in overtime.
We're going to a game 5.
Yeah.
My God. Uh, yeah, no, there's nothing, right? There's
There's
not
nothing that
enough
Viper can do
counters.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if that
Zaratustraa will
Baron
take this.
didn't hit another erasure, he would have had one more big unit on the board, and maybe that would have been just enough. I mean, this game was just so close on so many levels. Like I mean,
He would have had game if
he
one
would
of
have.
them got to
Yeah,
live. Yeah.
it's really tough. I mean, the pressure is insane. Like, I don't even know what to say.
He at least gets to kill off one.
Yep.
Oh, he doesn't even kill it off. Never mind. But yeah, that's gonna be lethal. I think he probably sees it too then and did the math. The Zaratustraa will get it with the Dominant Mass and the other Princept in there.
And he just barely, like, this board would have taken the next game, right? Unless there's like
Yeah.
a demo or something. But wow. Miasmancer only stops the following musters, right? Like it
Yes.
deactivates the abilities that turn, but like on the next one. So he still would have had it with Domina, correct? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because Dominant is a persistent effect. It's not a
Yep,
muster.
yep. Wow,
All
wow,
right.
wow.
Zaratustraa, what a
crazy
game. Playing the brand really well. Just doing what he can. Viper, I think we saw, some misplays in this one, unfortunately, and he beat himself up over it.
Yeah.
You can literally see him right now still beating himself up over it.
Yeah.
But that'll be enough to get him game. Please don't do all these. He's gonna reveal all these.
Look,
Reveal all these. That's a
I
lot of
gotta
damage. This
say
brand
though, like
passive.
the theme of this match is Viper like regaining the mental though. So like it is possible for him to
Yeah.
still take
Do you
this.
think he lost it again with this one, or he's okay?
You
Because
know,
he beat himself up
it,
a lot in this one too.
if he's anything like me, I feel like I wind up beating myself up more when it's mistakes that I've made as opposed to just bad RNG. Like bad RNG sucks, don't get me wrong, but when
Yeah.
like you could have done a few things different, that is what tilts me even more. And I do think like despite Viper, like he has played incredibly well this entire series, there were mistakes that particular game
In that one,
did
in that
cost
game,
him.
yeah.
And I mean, when you've got so much on the line, one game to win it, like you can hardly blame him. It's been like an insane series, so I feel for him. I totally get it, but yeah, that was definitely a crazy match, and he was still so close too.
Yep.
One more turn with the wide development of that last board, and it goes to show, like you said it earlier, but Shroud can sometimes just play classes better, you know.
Yeah, they have that. They got that little spot to, coordinate a bit better. But man.
Yeah, especially because of the brand passive making them massive. Like
Yep.
God.
It was it's very intense. That Reliant Gamma, that was it. Like that one trade, I think just sent that game into a huge spiral. If he just traded in the Striker, he had enough for lethal, could just move on to the next one. And then every time he inched closer after that, Zaratustraa was able to get out of it. And shout out to him. He took what he got. He played it well. He set it up well. He's been playing stellar. Like, I don't think we've seen too much out of Zaratustraa. Be like, I don't know about that. But Viper, you can
fair.
see some cracks here and there. Hopefully he can recover. But Zaratustraa, you give him any inch, he's taking a mile for sure in this one.
No, I absolutely, like I feel like a little bit more of the Viper's been on the receiving end a little bit more of the RNG, so I feel like I've like focusing a little bit more there, but like we definitely need to give it to Zaratustraa. I mean, he's been locked in. He's really making Viper work for it really hard, taking every opportunity that the game is giving him. Like, he's playing incredibly well. So this has been one of the best matches of Parallel I think I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
So
It's so insane that sometimes so far I've either gotten lost or caught myself just watching because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen either. Like, this is insane.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back. We're right there along with you, chat. We're like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
It's
So
absolutely crazy.
Zaratustraa got the win with the brand, and so it comes down to a Scipius mirror. Whew. Love to.
The Scipius mirror. Nothing more fitting than coming down to this, right?
Yep.
Scipius
I do
mirror.
think another thing in that last match was there was one turn where it was the trades too. Like, it was so close on some damage. So,
oh yeah, he didn't. He decided not to race when the corrupted vision tokens came out. Yeah, I see that.
We never really saw a Cyrene come into the hand unless it, and we actually, I don't think a Triumph was a Triumph cast that game. Actually, I think it was, right? Because the Magna.
There was,
yeah. Okay, well, I think Viper's most played Paragon and class is Scipius. I think that's what the stats said. I'm not sure about Zaratustraa. It could potentially be the same. So we have got a Scipius clone mirror to end this absolutely incredible final series.
All right. It all comes down to this. Game 5. Nothing more fitting than this for sure. And these guys are mulliganing. They're thinking twice. It really, one bad mulligan and you're not going to Worlds.
Dude, I'm so stressed right now. My cortisol levels are like high. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, Viper.
At this, he's got a pretty good hand.
That's a good hand.
Zaratustraa is missing turn 2 so far. So he needs something there. Never mind. Both of these guys looking good. Zaratustraa, I mean, it's relic versus non-relic, right? So we've had this discussion a bajillion times, and for the life of me, I don't remember which one wins out, but maybe relic does.
I just love to establish board presence if I can. I mean, I guess the striker, the value trade doesn't feel great though, so it's probably better to get the relic down. And then your future units
then he'll be ahead on
positioned.
stats. Yep.
And
to stop Zaratustraa from playing Standard Bearer, so he has to go Recruiter instead. Viper can answer with Cunning Scipion Reliant Gamma. That's rather strong with Relic on board. So it looks like I think Viper is quite ahead.
Yeah, I agree.
So far.
He's definitely ahead in this early game here, but can Zaratustraa come back with like the Magna or like the first person to get a Triumph out, that type of thing? So I don't want to call anything yet, but judging just by this like right now, Viper is looking strong.
Yep.
Okay. 2-1s, pretty solid as well. Can take a value trade.
Ooh. Which one comes out here first is interesting. I'm still kind of leaning towards Cunning Scipion, but Standard Bearer I wouldn't be against. Like, this is still good.
I think with the fact that he's got the relic developed, I like the Scipion. I mean, you could consider banking the Saboteur and just, but I think it's too good of like a tempo gain if they spend the 2 energy in the early game to develop the relic and then use Saboteur, right? So I feel like you have to have that in your back pocket. And the Cunning Scipion's a great target for a Tabula if it comes in the mix here. So
Recruiter's a great draw for Viper there. Zaratustraa is going to fall behind rather fast. And actually, after seeing the Standard Bearer play, I think I like it more because that double buff just cements those 2 units, the Scipion Adjutant and the Reliant Gamma, that they're going to stick around a while and be able to take a ton of trades. The Reliant Gamma can't get randomly taken out now by a relic or some. Well, relic, yes, but you have to give your whole board for it.
Agreed. I think Viper is pretty masterful with Scipius, and so I think you're absolutely right. He made the good choice there.
Yeah.
Whew. So there's like take
Zaratustraa
out the
holding on to that
magna.
poisoner.
Yeah. I mean, I think you want to probably prioritize your own development as Zaratustraa, but you can just Magna and take out the like if you don't take out the standard bearer here, you're gonna fall so far behind. Oh my gosh, but he's
He goes for the gamma though.
actually
He's gonna just take out 2 units. He's gonna trade into the
yeah, that's
striker
better.
also.
Yeah, that's definitely better.
If there was no recruiter, this would have been very tough for Viper. But recruiter, I think, will definitely pull him out of this one. He's still ahead on board. It's always interesting. You see Magna, and you just like assume like it counts like as 2 units because it does so much.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll be able to take the trade easily with his Scipion token, and then can just refill board again.
Wow. Just barely missed burning that Triumph of Europa. He will burn one off the top at the start of next turn, but he got it. Okay.
It was Viper get off this recruiter.
Does he get 2? Just
He
one,
gets one,
but
with another
he
standard
can
bearer.
play it.
And he can, if he has to next turn, Scipius for a full hand.
Yeah.
Because he's got double
are
recruiter
correct.
on there. Or no, sorry, 1 recruiter on there, but it is good enough.
God, does he go face here? I think he's got some PTSD from last game. He's like, maybe I should just be poking face.
Yeah.
Getting damage where I can get
Does this
it.
having 1 damage do anything for the game? I don't think so. I think he can hit face.
I think. God, that's a tough one. It like seems insignificant, but I think if there's anything we've learned, like there are really no insignificant plays here.
Yeah.
Like you gotta account for absolutely everything. Okay.
He's gonna develop board, I think, with standard. He could go standard bearer and relic. I believe I don't know what's in his bank. He could go standard bearer and tabula.
Yep. I gotta
Just continue
say,
to start building board. What's
even though Viper's got the board, you gotta be pretty intimidated with that full hand of cards as Viper,
Yep.
you know?
You don't know what's really there. You have to assume, I think, at that point that there is a Triumph of Europa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because of how much stuff is on the board or how much stuff is in the hand. Viper does have a good turn, though. He can kill Relic and play Tabula. I think there's a Cunning Scipion in the bank, right? So
there is. Yep.
it all works out rather well. He'll be able to meet board for board. He just, I mean, he has 2 standard bearers and Relic. I don't really see how he loses this. This feels like a ton of value. Even if he gets triumphed, he just has to make sure he doesn't have a dead turn, right? As long as he can keep playing stuff every turn, I think he's more than fine.
Yeah. I think the fact that he was able to get like full use of his energy this turn, like puts him in a fantastic spot. Once he gets the Scipion on the board, with the Relic double standard bearer, like how on earth does a Triumph of Europa get Zaratustraa back into this? I think we might have a champion here, folks. I think
so. Like, I don't know how Viper, I don't see how Viper loses this just yet. His board feels absolutely like massive. Zaratustraa can triumph. And then what? It's like Magna and 2 1-drops. Magna can't even kill off any of the standard bearers. Probably kills off Cunning Scipion.
Oh, wow. He got the Triumph to back it up. Viper knows he's got it.
Oh, my gosh.
He knows he's got it.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, man. I know it's not over yet, but like, oh, my God.
I think this is it.
That's definitely it.
Viper is towering over Zaratustraa. Zaratustraa, I mean, he's still going to look for it. He's going to look for anything that he can find, but it is not looking good. Not with this. Double standard bearer relic is insane. That is a lot of pressure. I don't see how anybody comes back with this in the mirror match.
Yeah. I mean, look, Viper was on the play. He had a really strong hand. He had just was able to make use of his mana every single turn. Like he really just had control of this game the entire time.
Yeah.
Whew.
He doesn't. How much board damage he has? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Plus 4 is 19. He's so go back down to 17 with that. 17. There's the Drusian's in his bank, so I don't think he can just go and win from here. But the Triumph definitely puts him over in terms of like Zaratustraa having any chance, right? Like Viper doesn't have lethal this turn, but he definitely takes over board and just wins the next turn.
Whew.
Unless there's a tabula. No, it's not a tabula.
No, I guess there's 5 cards in the waist here. He can take some good trades, like throw the recruiter in, perhaps, to the Magna. Get that back. Just take out the standard bearer. Just continue to go wide.
Here it is.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah,
There it
Zaratustraa
is.
he just hovers over the concede button. He's like, there's absolutely no way he's gonna concede. Viper's gonna win our
Wow.
major. He's going to Worlds.
Wow.
Oh man.
Congratulations, Viper, after such a hard-fought match. My God. That was some absolutely wonderful and insane parallel esports right there, folks.
Yeah, that's got to be the most crazy series I think I've ever seen, and well deserving for the first major of season 2.
Back-to-back
You know-
winner.
Yeah, back to back. Like, I mean, I was gonna say, Muka and Ali is back, because this is like, this is like
we went to
an
game
epic-
5.
Yeah, game 5, epic matchup. That's like the signature Muka and Ali tandem matchup right there. And yeah, we got it from the Viper and Zaratustraa match. And Viper, you're gonna get to the Parallel Prime Championship. First one. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Muka, actually, can we, for the visual, do a high five through the screens for this?
Is that a thing?
Go, high five.
Yeah,
Other one,
like
other one,
it-
other one.
Reverse.
There we go. Ready?
Yeah.
We'll go. 3, 2, 1.
I had a delay in
I
mine.
tried.
You
Forget
said
it,
go,
forget
and
it.
I went go, and I was like, why is my camera not going?
There we
Yeah, you
go.
did it, guys.
All right, hold
you
up.
did it.
Let's do it again one more time.
Do it again.
You got to count it down.
Okay,
1.
3. We'll go 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
It's
Fail.
delayed.
Absolute
It's
It
fail.
is what it is.
It's the delay.
Anyways,
Anyway,
that
so, yeah.
match was crazy. I just want to quickly comment that even as a caster, like, I was so happy to come back for this one, but it was
Yeah.
so intense. And like, I even found myself getting lost in the details
Mhm.
because it was so, I don't know how they kept their mental that whole game. Like, to stay locked in and play those insanely intense games, very technical games. I just want to give a shout out to both those guys because I myself definitely got lost a few times when normally I'm like pretty much chilling. So that was great from them. Really great play.
I mean,
Yeah,
to
it
be honest with you, I don't feel like they kept their mental the entire
Yeah.
time. Like, straight up.
Yeah. We saw
I think it was lost occasionally. They brought
Mhm.
it back, okay? Namely Viper. He brought it
Yeah.
back and he was able to. I mean, let's talk about that first game against Unishop. Like, was just
Mhm.
absolutely wild. The Skamaz after his insane Gafar turn, and so I think a little bit of emotional roller coaster, but he brought it back and he took the series. So a massive congratulations to him.
Guys, you should have seen like the chat, like it's blowing up. Everyone was like, "Oh, you could have done this. You could have done this." Like, "Oh, Skamaz, they're like, there's a nod to Amaz right there." And, like, and it was like it's absolute cinema right there, guys. The chat, the community really appreciated all the happenings over at this championship. This deserves like the casting, the whole experience for major one is actually I'm kind of expecting like is Worlds gonna top this off? Like it's gonna be like a really hard hard experience or hard moment to top off, considering that Zaratustraa and Viper really put up a good fight in this matchup. Like 3-2. It's epic. It's epic. I can't say anything more about that. But yeah, guys. Any before we go on to review the bracket, any last words before we go on to the interview of Viper?
Just want to say also, like, Zaratustraa played incredibly well. Like, I really want to give it to him. Like, a big congrats to Viper, but also a massive congratulations to Zaratustraa for making it to the finals, already being a major winner. He was locked in the entire time, played very, very well. So thanks to everyone. Muka, it'd been a couple months since we casted together, so this was a pretty cool return. And chat, you're awesome. The theatrics of watching you watch the tournament is super fun as well. So thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for that. How about you, Muka?
Yeah, I was gonna just say it was an absolute pleasure to be back. It felt good to dust off the cobwebs. I missed this, there were some moments where I'm like, man, like casting is harder than I thought it was, but like it was a ton of fun. Those guys made Parallel like if people in the community need clips for Parallel, like just watch this tournament. This whole weekend was absolutely crazy. I could not believe some of the games that I saw. I'm just so excited for Worlds again, and we're only at the first major. Like, to see one player already locked in and knowing that they're going to Worlds, like to know Viper is going now, it's crazy. It's super fun. It's exciting. I'm very happy with the tournament format. Like, the players that got their minor wins, they made it here, and then it felt deserved. The person that wins his major now goes to Worlds. Like, that feels deserved. Like, this is very cool. I'm very happy for season 2, and I'm excited with the games that I saw. It was just awesome. Everything was awesome.
Guys, you guys were awesome as well. Like really, really amazing casting. Like quick maths right there. I was like thinking, is Ali and Muga gonna get this? Like, people were like typing their computations over a chat. Like, everyone was like flabbergasted as to how it's gonna go. But you guys were rocks in the casting scene right now, and yeah, amazing performance, and props to you for staying on top of everything and casting this amazing finals match. And with that, guys, we're gonna be saying goodbye to our casters, Ali and Muka, as we review the brackets before our interview with Viper. And here we go. Let's look at the journey of Viper as he went through the Parallel Prime League Major 1, going from a previous win over at the previous major, which was in January of this year. He was able to lock in that spot and also get this spot over at the top 16, beating out Jarla with the 3-2. And then over the next round, the newbie Harold 875 came in and got clean swept by Viper. Sora, coming from Tilt, got a 3-1 and was destroyed by Viper yet again. And the Venom continues as Viper goes in and defeats Zaratustraa with a grueling record-setting match time for the Parallel Prime League Major 1 and getting that spot to the World's Championships. This has been great. Let's get it on. Let's get the world, or rather, let's get the champion for Parallel Prime League Major 1 and assured spot winner, Viper. Viper is here. Hey, Viper, dude. I am so happy to see you right now. You don't look so stressed. I'm seeing some smiles, and let me start with the first question. You've just secured your spot at Worlds. How does it feel?
I don't know. I don't really have many words. It feels super unreal, especially because I'm kind of upset about some of like my place in the match. So I'm like just hung up on being upset about I think there's like two things that I really, really regret. So I don't know. I think it hasn't kicked in that. I don't know. I won a major back to back. I'm gonna go to world. Like, I don't know. It's insane. It's one of the heights of my TCG career, even.
Definitely
if I'm rational
insane.
about it, right? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely saying, like, I couldn't. We all could see the stress right there. And talking about the stress, Ali was requesting this question to be put into the interview. In terms of stress levels, you played some TCGs before. You played Worlds. How has this major been compared to like previous TCGs, previous tournaments? How is it?
Uh, I don't know. I think I kind of go between I'm not stressed at all. I just play my games, everything goes well, and I go to like this final or something like that, and I am kind of out of it at some point. So it really swings between the most calm person and most rational person. Just whatever happens in the game happens. I just play my cards. To I don't know, like a lot going on in my head. I don't know.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be having some. Of course, there's gonna be another podcast with Ali and Muka for our first major championship. But of course, we have more questions for you, Viper. Their deck choices for this tournament, like how were the decisions made, or how was your process to get these decks in?
So like my take on the meta that I think I've said after the Swiss rounds already was that I don't like Shroud at the moment, or rather I don't like Neve at the moment into just the ban Earthen meta basically. So I thought, okay, well, can I just play the other four and can I just ban Earthen, which I think is like be it Nehemiah, be it Gafar, like it's just like the strongest all around thing, I think in my opinion right now, because Gafar hits hasty and you kind of just lose. So it feels tough to not just ban that and then, I don't know, play like the tech cards for the Skippy, which everybody else plays. And then, yeah, and then like the last two decks is a lot of people like Neve. They're going to just play Neve. A lot of people are going to go Uni. People are going to go Kathy. I kind of thought, okay, well, just secure thing that I'm going to face. I can always ban Earth and I can always play with the Skippy. So let me just play decks for this, that. And yeah, like I don't like Neve at the moment. I don't think it's like super strong. Probably a lot of people are going to disagree with that.
Mhm.
But that's basically the thought process. And then the
Yeah.
next point was that the most stable third deck that everybody's going to run is most likely going to be Uni, because
Mhm.
I don't know, you just play Hacker and then every game is winnable. Not necessarily because of Hacker, but because of Desmond. Desmond
Yeah,
is just
definitely.
the utmost insane card in that deck, and you can win from like any unwinnable spot as long as you didn't get Mice Man the turn before, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I understand you, man. Like those decisions actually got you to this spot, and Uni has been performing really well for each of the players that have brought Uni Workshop, right? So it's amazing that a lot of you brought Maya's Mancer to just counter that, and really really good preparation from your side as well, especially getting to win this major. And okay, I'm pretty sure Zaratustraa like kind of got you push you to your limits. But any other matchup or any other player during this top 16 that got you like questioning, am I going to be moving forward when I face this guy?
I mean, the first round with Jala was super, super scary. Then I also saw there's BlizzConyan on my side of the bracket. So, like, if I managed to beat Jala, then BlizzConyan would be looking pretty scary. I think overall, looking at the decks and the lineups, like you mentioned, Zaratustra was incredibly scary for me to face because I felt like it's going to be tough to get a win on Uni mostly. I feel like all of the decks are pretty good versus that. And yeah, no, I like the lineup. This lineup was incredibly scary to face for me. I think Brand was a pretty good pick, given that a lot of people just stopped playing like solitary confinements and things like that, especially with Earthen becoming the ban target for a lot of people.
Mhm.
So that was the most scary lineup for sure, just lineup wise.
Mhm.
And I think outside of that, I don't respect the Asho ADHQ lineup that Harold brought much. So I'm not really scared of that. And then yeah, Jala and Sora just played essentially like standard lineups, what I expected to face,
Mhm.
and things kind of worked out there.
Man, that's like those are really really good picks right there because uh really scary players as well, really consistent and also like a previous world champion. Like that's like a kind of a hurdle you really have to go through to get to this spot. So amazing performance right there, Viper. And last two questions before we have to let you go, and of course so you can rest after this very very stressful and very amazing finals. Who have you had any scrims or anyone you want to shout out to thank for helping you to get here?
Yeah, so going into the major, both Swiss and the top cut, I mostly talked with Diesel, and he went over the top and helping me with prep. He was testing out a lot of decks, just bouncing off ideas, and I think he invested a lot of time and effort in just helping me. I appreciate that, like really, really utmost. Insane shout out to Diesel for sure for just helping me get here, like undoubtedly.
Wow, shout out to Diesel Noy right there. He's also in the chat, getting some support as well. So amazing, amazing player, getting this champ like another helping hand just to get to this spot. And a lot of parallel TCG players and pro players and even aspiring pro players are watching you right now. Any final words for the community and of course for your future opponents at Worlds?
I think like my most I think the most relevant thing that I can say to the community is just try playing in the tournaments, guys. Like try competing on that, or try qualifying for these events. I think they are super fun to play, and I think everybody has a chance. It's still like it's still a card game. Like things can go well for you, things can not go well for you, but just give it a chance, just try it, because like you saw me like throw games in the finals here, but you can still end up winning. So I don't know, engage with parallel esport. I think it's really, really worth it. It's really, really fun. It's an amazing community, and it's just super enjoyable to play these events. I think it's a nice hobby, and especially compared to physical TCG sometimes, because physical I have to travel all the time, which is like a fun thing in itself. But these online events, it's just so chill to play, like, I don't know, one or two of them every month. And I really, really appreciate Parallel for just doing this whole esports series and all these events. Brought all the people that I knew from like various other games again together, hanging out, chatting, and we're all playing again. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful for like that whole thing and for the Parallel community in general. It's been the most nice, welcoming, wholesome, supportive community, like from the community to like the Parallel team in general. So just big shout out there, and thanks for just making all of it possible.
Yeah, thank you for this interview, Viper. Congratulations again for being the back-to-back major winner and getting that spot at the World Championship. It's gonna be an amazing time. We're gonna be seeing you there in IRL. And Viper, you deserve this rest, and you deserve that 22.5K USD prize that you're getting right now. Really, really well deserved. Amazing, amazing player, and amazing beacon to the parallel TCG competitive community. See you in the next one, Viper. And as we go, say goodbye to Viper. We're gonna be switching over to our casters for the post-show show with Kinto and the Factor. Hey, okay, so Viper, we just had that interview with Viper. Amazing player. Really, really, he was like he's kind of more in his element right now. Not really that stressed. We see him over at this player account, like really how he's animated, right? But you guys, you were watching the whole time, getting out and seeing the comments as well. Like, that looks like lethal. That's that's a one cosplay. Like a lot of plays over at that match, man. Before we go on to the whole overview of the majors one, any highlight that you've had like over that match between Zara and Viper? Let's start with Kinto.
Yeah, I definitely want to highlight the insane comeback that Zaratustraa managed to get playing Uni. That was definitely amazing to see in the first match.
Amazing, like very swingy, right? Kento, like that's like absolute cinema, as you said in the chat. But yeah, how about you, the Factor? Like any matchup that you or any highlight that you've thought like, wow, that was great. That was a great match over at this finals.
Well, first of all, I do want to say a big congratulations to Viper, because this was no easy feat to win the major, and you could tell from the bracket, the people that he had to get through, and you could tell just from watching the games that he put absolutely everything into it, every atom of energy, of frustration, of anger. I love it at the end how he kind of said, you asked him, how does he feel? And one of the first things he said was, I'm actually, I can't even think about it almost. I'm like so angry with how I played some of my misplays. And do you know what I love about that? It's like, that is the mentality of the best, most elite professional athletes in the world, like the Ronaldos, the Messis, like the Tom Brady's. They're the type of people where they win, say like the best thing in the world, and you go and sort of say to them, how are you? And they're still thinking about the things they didn't do right, because they hold themselves to a much higher standard. So congratulations to Viper. He really deserved it. I think he's a great example for anyone that's coming into the game, or anyone just plays TCGs in general, that you're your best judge. And as he said at the end, like just give it a go, just try different things out, enter the tournament, see how you get on, and just constantly learn. So yeah, congratulations to him. Commiserations to Zaratustraa, because he played amazing as well throughout the whole freaking tournament. So yeah, I probably haven't answered your question, but I would just say that it's been an exhausting tournament, especially that final to watch. I'm pretty exhausted. Like my mind is fried, so I can't even imagine how the players are. But I think this has just been undoubtedly the best ever tournament we've seen since we've been doing Parallel. And I think that was the best final ever. It was just insane. And I'm sure that this will be watched back like plenty of times, countless times, because there's so much to take from it.
Yeah, and there's so many clippable moments during that matchup. Like that game 5 or 5 game series was, man, it took a lot of years for me right now. Like that's like 5 years worth of stress for me just watching that. I could imagine the mental fortitude that these guys have, right? Like even though it looks like it's easy, actually most of the time it's much harder, especially for the players, man. Like that's why they call it esports, right? It's like it's a sports in itself. Like it has that it demands a lot from the player, may it be mental, physical as well, and you can see it, man. Like anyway, so from the previous matchups, who are you rooting for the next majors? Like considering that you've seen their performance, what do you think has the best bet? All right, like for the next majors. Let's start with Kinto.
Yeah, I have to take out my glasses to
Yeah.
represent my man, Igoric. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can win. I'm sure he can win one of the majors of this season. Really expecting him to perform. This was his first one in Parallel, and he reached pretty far. But we saw so many elite players in this one, and it was so exciting because most of them had history in Parallel. So watching that develop into this season 2, it makes everything more exciting. The finals, all the games are more exciting because these players, they're building a narrative as we have been talking about here, and that's what enriches the ecosystem and the esports of Parallel in this sense. So those are my thoughts.
I like the shades right there. I think he was waiting to wear the shades. Like he knows that the question is gonna be answered. He's like he has that caster vision right there. I know this guy. Like this guy has that vision. And the factor. How about you? It's gonna be Igoric for Kinto. For you, what's your who do you have in your side pocket that you feel will have the best chance in the next majors?
Oh, do you know what? It's so difficult, right? Because there's so many people that were not at this major that we're also probably not thinking about, right? We didn't see, for example, Fino, in this tournament. We didn't see Manos in this tournament, right? In the finals anyway. So there's so many great people that weren't here over the weekend. That could easily make it into the next major, right, final, and then just go and sweep it and completely win it. And of course, like Manos, I just mentioned Manos. Manos won last season as well, didn't he? He won a major, I believe, right? So it's just absolutely incredible. Like the amount of people that are in contention to win tournaments it's so difficult to put. You almost just like put a blindfold on, put a piece of paper on, put the names on, and then just like blindfold throw a dart
Yeah.
and see what it lands on. I probably
Yeah.
would say that we're always talking about BlizzCon, and he is a
Yeah.
very, very good player. So maybe him, but I also don't think you can discount ever Yala, the world champion. It'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
almost disrespectful not to talk about the world champ. He's always here, there and thereabouts. So wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to just secure his place at the next Worlds by winning a major, and then he can just relax a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Like those are really valid picks right there. Lots of talent in the parallel TCG scene, and like there's gonna be
Yeah.
lots of players too that can go to worlds in different routes. There's like the leaderboard. There's like the knockout stages. Like again, lots of ways to get into it, and we're seeing it develop in real time. And I like this. Muka said this a while ago. I like this version of League wherein you can go on a stepwise approach. If you win a minor, you get a spot in the major. If you go a spot in the major,
Yeah.
you get a spot in the worlds. Like it makes sense. There's a kind of a development stepwise approach, like promoting yourself, right? Like you get the promotion,
Yeah.
like from
Yeah.
you're right. So it makes sense.
I
What
mean,
do you
you
think
would.
about that?
Yeah, I mean, you would basically describe the way you would describe this format is that it's meritocratic, right? So, if you win something significant, then you do deserve to go to the next stage automatically because you've already put the blood in, the sweat and tears almost to get that. So it's a very meritocratic format, which means that just put as much as you can in, give it your best, and if it comes off, you're going to get the rewards to go to the next stage, which you deserve. So it's a brilliant format. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good improvement on, I mean, last season was great. The last
Mhm.
season was amazing. It's so good to see that, Parallel as a team, as a company, a game studio, they are so engaged with the players to make the esports scene even better and more competitive and more rewarding. And they're just always listening to the players so that they are giving the players exactly the format they want. And a lot of the players' input contributed towards the format that we have today. So yeah, it's just fantastic to see. Really good.
How about you, Kinto? Like, we've heard Muka, like, or rather, we've heard the factor here with his comments or about the new format. What do you think about this new format for the players?
Yeah, I think that's definitely very exciting. And last season, it definitely felt like there was something missing to the prize of the major winners. And yeah, I totally agree that each of the major winners should be in the top 16 of worlds. They are like, there's a reason they won these big tournaments. Not everyone can participate in them, just the best of the best. So
Yeah.
I think this is something that was definitely in the books.
Yeah.
And that I agree totally with it.
Yeah, lots of thoughts where it went into this like whole format, this whole scene. And before we go on and close the show, any last thoughts from you guys for our players, for the Parallel TCG community, and for the whole majors scene? Let's start with the factor.
Yeah, so I just want to quickly say a big thank you to everybody that tuned in this weekend. We had so much support on the Twitch chat. It was really, really exciting and interesting to see everyone following all the plays so intensely and kind of giving their thoughts on this should be the play, that shouldn't be the play. And just the general support for players is amazing because, like without the community, then the game's nothing, right? So, and the esports scene wouldn't really exist. So yeah, big thank you to everyone that tuned in. Big thank you to production as well, especially Mark at production, who definitely earned his beers this weekend. And yeah, just thank you to you guys as well, because it's always so fun casting with you. I've really enjoyed this tournament so much. I think it's been an absolute blast. And I just can't wait for the next one, to be honest with you. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to Parallel. Just been great. Just bring it on more. I mean, the season's got so much still, and there can be more drama, more storylines, that can develop. We saw so many good narratives that started here. We're starting to see rivalries as well, actually, which is kind of interesting, right? We're seeing some players being paired up again and again. It's like, okay, that's great. We need that in this scene. So yeah, just thank you to everyone that supported and turned up this weekend. You've made it amazing.
Yeah, thank you for that, the factor. And how about you, Kinto? Last words.
Yeah, yeah, I expressed the same thoughts as the factor here. Thanks to everyone who was here watching, and also thanks to everyone who makes this possible. I think this was a very exciting major. I really enjoyed casting all the matches since they were every match had history behind it. It was the level of gameplay was super high. The game is evolving. In complexity, and the team is hooked up also with the players. Now we would have the PDS server for testing the next expansion. All of these things are super important for the development of the game and also the development of esports. I'm really enjoying how things are going for Parallel in this sense. So yeah, those are my last thoughts.
Right, we're going we're always going higher, right? That's just the
Yeah.
theme of Parallel, going higher. We're going higher with the prize pools, we're going higher with the number of cards, we're going higher with the expansion. We're expanding the players right now, especially with these tournaments, grassroots community tournaments as well. Lots of mobile release, lots of things happening with the Parallel scene. And we can't thank enough our sponsors for making this happen. Again, Wolves Now, Avalanche, OpenSea, Parallel Prime League, Parallel TCG, and of course, let's not forget the core that makes it happen, Echelon Prime Foundation. Really amazing supporters of the Parallel League scene. And with that, guys, can't thank enough also the community for watching us here. 2 straight days of action with the Parallel Prime League Major 1. Don't forget, guys, stay competitive, stay kind, and stay prime. And see you on the next one.
Wow.
Zelly winning game 1. Is that lethal?
Is that lethal? Yarla is your first Parallel Prime champion, ladies and gentlemen.